Alrighty. I unmuted my mic. I just need to get my coffee. 30 seconds. Sorry. I unmuted my mic. I just need to get my coffee. 30 seconds. Sorry. I unmuted my mic. I just need to get my coffee. 30 seconds. Sorry. I unmuted my mic. I just need to get my coffee. 30 seconds. Sorry. And just like that, let there be light. I think we should be good to go. Hello everyone, welcome. Welcome. Whether you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, welcome in. It's Humankind time, and I've been dying to play a proper naval game for quite a long time, actually. I love a good naval game in Humankind. So, let's set one up. And I see your conversations in chat, and I feel you. Let us probably set up a new game, and rather than a custom map, I think I'll choose the settings myself. We'll either go fast or normal. Maybe normal, maybe fast, one of those two. End conditions we may mess with, we'll see. But what I really want to do is change these world settings. Let's do 7 competitors. Let's do a normal world, 6 competitors, normal size. But this will probably be where the magic happens, right? Where the money is made. Ideally, I want to have a world that has basically no land, right? Humankind, but there's no land, the classic. And then I want the continents to be small and snaking so that cities end up coastal. So, let's do... Let's do no ocean. Yeah, great idea. Great idea, Chief. Let's do 4 continents as the world shape. And then the continent shape, let's just make it chaotic. That tends to make weird snaky ones from time to time. Or we could do custom. Sure, let's just keep it a custom. Climate is fine as normal. Land percentage, we want it high, but not too high. Because when you... And this is a mistake I've made before. Humankind, but there's no land, does not mean you literally just turn this up to... or turn this all the way down. I think you... maybe find a balancing act. Now in this case it's not going to let me do it at 10 or 20, and my balancing act is probably going to be around 30 or 40, at the most 50. Reason being, I don't want oceans that are too vast, right? No. No, Octopus, I did not. That's just some like screensaver. Imagine the sneaky face reveal, back of the head reveal. What a time to be alive. Yeah, if you make this too big, you end up just sailing across the ocean all day and not being able to get to any new land. So actually, I think that 50% is about right. We'll try it, and if it looks dumb, we'll get rid of it. But we'll also add a new world that will help get rid of some of the wasted The wasted vast ocean, which isn't very useful to us in the first half of the game. Island odds, many an island, absolutely. Continent spread, chaotic seems about fitting. Continent form, maybe chaotic again. Elongated irregular shapes. Sounds like me, let's do it. Lake odds, few. Lake size, small. They're not very interesting. Rivers, some, not very interesting. Cliffs and ridges, few. Let's make them very flat islands with loads of resources. Sure. Okay, this is gonna be a spicy one. This is gonna be a spicy one. Yeah, let's drop that down, actually. Let's drop that to 40. Alright, let's go. Random personas, of course, and if you would like yours added, I just tweeted a thing yesterday, or maybe today, depending on where you live in the world, where you can just drop your link. Also, channel members, we have a little thing in the Discord too. Please do share your personas with me. I'd love to add them into my game. And I'm conscious of the fact that there's a very high probability that some of the personas that are in the game, that are in my game right now, are people who haven't watched this channel for a long ass time. So it may be a good idea for me to actually just completely reset and start again, I think. Because, yeah, there's a very high probability that given how fast the world moves and how quickly people move on to the next thing, that a lot of the people that are playing, that are in this game, are not the same people who are watching. Maybe. It's just a theory. I have no proof. I have no proof. I have absolutely no proof, but we'll see. Alright, what's our start look like? Hopefully this is a thin, snaky continent. If it's not, I'll re-roll, because I want thin, snaky continents. Let's get up onto the high ground and have a look. That is not a thin, snaky continent. No, I'm sorry. We're done. We're done. What we'll do is just actually tweak that a little bit more to make it even more ridiculous. Or we could do a custom map. I wonder if there's a good custom map. Should we have a look? Let's do it. I saw you talking about it in chat a little bit earlier. What should we search for? Oh, that's cool. Oh, there are so many good mods. Look at all these good mods. Alright, let's go for... if anyone knows of one, please let me know. I'm gonna search water map. No. Naval. Bug fix. Does this remove the bug? Naval rework. Boat. Water. Sea. I'm not going to find anything. Whoa. Okay. Back to plan A. Just adjust these settings a little bit more. I think that the one that is actually the one that's messing with it, maybe, is world shape. Potentially, but then you would think not. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. We'll try it random, see what happens. Without internal seas. Okay, so we actually want that to be regular. That's my bad. We'll just make that 30. After all my talk about how we shouldn't make it 30, I'm just gonna make it 30. Is that a real map, Octopus? There is an archipelago map? Maybe I'm an idiot? Okay. Alright, well, let's just keep this here, because this is ready to go now. I'll just check for this archipelago map that my live correspondents are telling me exists. The question is, can I spell archipelago in one go? Archipelago. My god, he can't. Archipelago. No. Nothing. Nothing. I get you. Alright. Stick with plan A. Settings should be as we left them. Yes. Let's go. No more delays. Let's crack into this. I need to build some boats. See if you can find a boat. Still have to go to the website for them. Yes, I think you're right, Bullet, actually. I think you're right. I was searching for something that didn't exist. Difficulty? Oh, say it ain't so, creepy banana. What are we playing on? Are we not playing on Humankind?
A race begins. A new world. A new history. Untold.
Metropolis! What do I look like, a 5-year-old? Jeez. That's better. Good call. I'm kidding. Metropolis is a very normal, respectable game speed, and I highly recommend it. A good time. The way that the game was designed was it was designed to be played on Metropolis. Hey, Philip. Prime time.
Our universe contains infinite stories. Most of which are about
It is 9, is it not, Huck?
vacuum. Rather boring.
Oh dear. Classic. I don't know my own time zone. I think you're right. I'm at plus 13, not plus 12 at the minute, aren't I? I forgot daylight savings was a thing.
Nascent society.
My mistake.
Deep breath. Living across the landscape and
Whoops!
preparing
Whoopsie! Sorry! Okay. My mistake. I'll remember that for next time. This is still a very land-heavy continent. Hoping that we find some oceans. I don't like this at all, actually. What is this? What? Custom. That should fix it. Yeah. Last time. Oh, this map. Yeah, that's right. Hey, Pete, good to see ya. Ben 2, Huck, Tropic, Creepy Banana. Welcome along. Octopus, Freethinker, Philip. The Alcid. Bullet. Pete. Welcome in. And of course, welcome into everybody on Twitch as well. Let's go. Jumbo on Twitch. You got that right, Donnie. First time chat as well.
most of which
Woo!
are about rocks and ice. Another day. Another
Custom
dawn
map
of
Polynesia
humankind.
style.
It is time to
Check the
finish
first map
record
available in
velocity
maps.
and leap into
Yeah.
the future.
Defo a snaky map. 100% agree. Shall I just take a minute to download a proper one? Is that what I need to do? Let's see. Let's see. Whoa! Who was that? Hey, some old guy in Hawaii! Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Some old guy in Hawaii says no land. Naval game. Deja vu. Am I just getting old? You're just getting old. Also, deja vu. I love a good naval game. And to be fair, I don't really know if our previous ones were all that successful. To be totally honest, I just don't think they were. They were, I mean, I think we won at least one of them. Hopefully two. Oh, I wonder if we can get that kill. It's a little risky, but I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. Because we get this, and we get like 4 units or something daft. And if I die, it doesn't matter because I just restart in a better location and I get to see more of the map. So, it's actually a win-win, and it looks like it's gonna be a losing kind of win-win. Might just defend. Yeah, it's gonna be a losing kind of win-win. Nowhere I can really move. That's fine. What this will do, this will get us the event which respawns you in a different place, and we'll hopefully get better visibility. Oh, and wow, look, we respawned with 4 people. Great success! Amazing. I feel like I cheated the game there a little bit. But you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. Now what we'll do is send those 2 up that away, grab the discovery, bit of enough influence to place an outpost. Fantastic. Because there's probably a reasonable one there. And then these guys can fight this guy. And probably replenish themselves again into 4 units. Oh, you're on a river. What are you doing? Move that butt. Okay, fine. You know what? We'll just play the numbers game then. 'Cause they're on a river too. We've Go for overwhelming firepower instead of strategic superiority. I thought the 4-unit respawn didn't happen anymore as well. Bullet. Yeah. Hey, Tinker! I didn't realize that still worked. Last time I tested it, they'd patched it. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Okay, we'll come back for you next turn. Hopefully this map is okay. Hopefully this map ends up with lots of ocean and we do the big boats. We're gonna sort of play to that. And maybe even just jump straight in to the Boat Kings, the Phoenicians. Are they really the Boat Kings though? I argue probably not. We could almost be better to just choose the Egyptians, get a solid base, and then go boat heavy. The cheaper fishing and sailing is probably quite useful though. These guys have been buffed a little bit, and I haven't actually played them since then. So, shall we do the Phoenicians? Antarctica culture? The Civics won. Yes. Don't forget to like the stream. A wonderful suggestion. Alright. Let's not do it yet though, because actually I can probably get some stars here. I can get some stars, and it looks like everyone else has bet me to the pick anyway, so no time like the present. Let's try and explore a little bit more of this world. Oh no, but we do need to keep these units nearby, just in case we lose this fight. I'll just chuck it on auto. It should be fine. Yeah, there you go. Oh, and weirdly we didn't actually get a stupid amount of food out of that. Which we should have. Huh. Okay. Unsure about that. Oh, the battle, we didn't actually confirm the kill. I'm an idiot. Okay, let's confirm it. Boom. There we go. Right, so there's our 4 dudes replenished. And unfortunately we lost 1, but still, better than we were. Better than we were. I don't really have my knowledge stars, but maybe we just move on without that. The modded cultures are wild. Aren't they so good, though? They're so good. Oh, nice. I got the 18 militarist star game on the Mammoth stream 2 days ago. Incredible. Oh. Do we like this map? I think we do. I think we just have to go with it, right? I've set the conditions up as well as I possibly could. There is no... I don't think there's a way that I really could have changed those too much. Let's split these units up. Seeing as everyone else has already chosen their culture, and we're a little bit behind, I think the play here is probably to muck around for a bit longer and play the old style, the OG strategy, before the Neolithic era got nerfed considerably, which was to hang around in the Neolithic era for a long time and try and get more discoveries, more science, more food, these berries, all the good stuff. We'll hang around maybe just until like turn 10 or something, at least probably until we complete the knowledge star. I think that's a good idea. We'll also be able to get a better feel for the map if we hang around a bit longer, because I can literally just send these units out far and wide and explore the great unknown, where there are hopefully bountiful oceans and coastal cities aplenty. Hey, you! Yeah, where do you think you're going, you stupid bear? Alright, take out that guy. As I say, keep spatting out across the map as far as we can go. Spread the tide that is the... Oh, actually, the red tide, as it were. I should change that colour. Been playing red for a while. No. Olmec gang strategy? Absolutely not. Never. Ooh, this way or this way? This way looks like it has borders. So let's go this way. Okay, here's a coastline. That's what I like to see. There's...
Bloody and smelly, aren't they?
Who is this?
History may be changed by battle.
What the heck?
That doesn't mean they're in...
So aggressive. pick up... Oh, freshwater berries. That's the money spot right there. And some more wild berries to finish. We'll send you off on your merry way. You're not supposed to go that way. That's the way I'm going. Should have moved my manual units first. That'll teach me. Although we just got another one with these freshwater berries. They are unstoppable. And here's another coastline. So hopefully we just have this land and then it's vast ocean. That's what I'm assuming. The game's been maybe kind to me? No, that can't be right. Yikes. Where would I like to place my first outpost? I certainly have enough people around that we can pick and choose. And this territory has 3 marble. It's no wonder they booted me out of here. This is the place to be. I'm going to ignore that food. And look at this. Plus 11, plus 16. Boom. We'll steal that from the... Ooh, I wonder who this is. Not the Harapans, otherwise it would be their runner. How do I still not have my knowledge stars? What the heck? Should we place down another outpost, maybe? We've got the influence to do it. Oh, woof. Hello, beautiful. Yeah, that's another really good one. And it's actually got coastline. Oh, this one does too. Actually, to be fair, I think all of these territories do have coastline. So maybe it is sort of as coastal as it could be. Or maybe I'm just making excuses. Okay, like I say, I think we wait for turn 10. So let's just put everybody that doesn't already have orders on auto explore. They'll bounce around the continent somewhat uselessly. And then we'll pull them back into our city when the time comes. We're going to have to retreat quite a lot from here, so I might try and group them up a little bit now that we sort of have a rough idea of what we're doing too. Hey, stop it. I'm trying to group you up. You crazy fool. And let's see what's over this way. Knowledge! Ooh. Okay. Looks like there's quite a lot of exploring to do that way. Let's grab that one with you next turn. And... okay, so here's our northern coastline. Good to see. Might just... This is actually the territory with horses. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, no. Looks like we're going to early war. This is, I'm gonna be honest, relatively unorthodox. What about the giveaway? Oh yeah, I will be giving away some Humankind games probably on Twitter. I haven't sorted the details. It's kind of hard to do a giveaway on YouTube, and for many reasons. So it will probably be on Twitter, maybe Twitch as well, maybe. Yeah, I've got some Humankind games to give away. It's to spread some love. So thank you for bringing that up, Huck. I teased it yesterday on Twitter and in the Discord, and it'll probably be in a few days, maybe the start of next month. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm excited. It will be good to give back. Good morning, Sugar Coo. Indeed. Groaning in Vlad. A truly marvelous territory. There's the pun I needed. Thank you. Thank you. Show the key randomly. I thought about that being a way to do it. Yeah, I thought about that being a way to do it. But then, that is not fair to people who have worse internet. Right? There's so many considerations. It has to be fair. And arguably, is that fair? I don't know. Feels bad. Feels bad for little Timmy on dial-up who can't get a copy of Humankind off me. Everyone else is getting them with their ultra-fast broadband that they're paying $100 a month for, and poor little Timmy with his $2, you know? I feel bad for little Timmy. Alright, let's manually battle. I think yeah, this is gonna be, this is gonna be an early war. So, the title... Oh, woof. Wow! We're taking hits on all sides. Horrible terrain. Absolutely horrible. Hopefully our sheer numbers, because we do actually have 15 units at the minute. So we can afford to send our crappy units in and try and overwhelm with firepower. And actually we're scavenging food and healing. So how do you like me now? Let's really group up and push through here. I'm gonna completely change my strategy. A complete 180. 360? 720. Who cares? The number doesn't matter. What matters is we're gonna push down here. Which, in that case, actually, then, let's choose a culture that will help us do that. Instead of choosing a boaty one. Oh, yikes, it's just the Assyrians. Someone took the Hittites! Who takes the Hittites? I wonder what would be the best war one. Laughs and cheap, strong internet. Natural selection. Laughs and Starlink. I wonder, what do you reckon my best war pick is here? We might jump to... Or could be the Babylonians. Am I seeing boats on legs? Unexpectedly you are. Unexpectedly? The same unexpectedly or a new unexpectedly? Phoenicians for the win? Okay, fine. They're absolutely not the one we should choose to go to early war to conquer this continent. Almost everyone would be better. Get the early warriors, get the combat strength, but let's do it. Let's embrace the boats. Worst decision 2022. Wait, 2021. I'm getting ahead of myself. Rather stupidly. What we'll do is we'll pillage this and take it for ourselves. Again, if we'd picked the Assyrians, we would have been able to do it for free. However, we're doing the boats. And you know what? Kind of respect it. Let's heal them before we go doing anything too stupid. We're about to move through eras. Can anybody grab this food this turn? Probably not, because I ballsed it up. That's fine. Let's do it. Turn 10. Perfectly as planned. Everything is executed perfectly.
It's not keeping up with the neighbors when they have...
Embrace the boats. You got it, Daniel. All for you. Should we watch this cutscene? Whoa. I'm listening to my own stream. Whoops.
Or catch fish.
Getting way too far ahead of myself on the day. Hey! Hey, Johannesburg! Welcome in, parent PJ.
Rumors and yes. How appropriate to start with the market. Now that you will be
Lots of dollars early. Do something about it. Love it. Yes, true, true, true. We'll use our dollars as leverage. Just as all good people do. I'm an idiot. Okay. Down you go. Down you go. Across you go. These guys are like, ooh, maybe we shouldn't have done this. Hoi hoi hoi. We'll get rid of this layer because that's annoying and will give us a bit of cash. And then you can whammo. Insta-resolve. Insta-success. Glory for Artstotska. Probably should have claimed that while we were there. But maybe this unit could do it for us. Yes. That could be your job. Actually, we might get another one to do that. No, we might turn you into a population, actually. Boom. Here's our religion. Wow, that's a fast religion. Vlad, thank you so much for becoming a channel member! Hey! Welcome! Welcome! One of us. Starts weird Olmec chant. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Essentially a Twitch subscription. Boat guys do earn lots of boats. Yeah. Good. And you're right. Yeah. Never would I even want to miss... Oh, Micro. My hero. Well punned indeed. Alright, let's disband that unit. Let me shout a massive welcome at you in the chat. With 2 W's. I have joined the cult. And I guess here we want to probably prioritize the war machine. So let's build some industry, because that's probably going to be the most important one. And oh my god, it's the spiffing Brit! 2.8 million YouTube subscribers! Quick, if everybody in chat talks like this is the real spiff... No. Should I change the stream title? Oh my god, I'm playing with spiff. You won't believe this stream with spiff. No, I'm not going to do that. Oh, huck. What the heck? Oh, I actually have a story to tell about that. Please remind me in about 5 minutes to tell the emoji story. But in the meantime, Huck, you didn't have to do that. You are such a hard-working person and a really great community builder on the channel. I really appreciate everything you do, Huck. My biggest love to you. But also, thank you for helping me do this. Huck with a $10 super chat says, been a while since I gave you some sugar. Also, thank you, Vlad. Thank you, Vlad, indeed. You're drinking Yorkshire Gold? Well, hilariously, I'm drinking coffee, the enemy of tea, so... This is the war the people have been asking for. Let's take him down, I think. I think we take him down. We'll want to get these resources improved very quickly as well. So, and actually, I might put someone on science early. Something I would almost never do. But I'm going to put someone on science early this game. Try and tick up a bit faster, because we're probably going to need to do that if we want to win this war. Now, next step will be to ransack this territory, so we're going to send those 4 units there, and then we're going to send these, 11 down south, and see what kind of army the spiffing Brit has. Hopefully, we are stronger still.
I wouldn't call it elegant.
I'm also probably going to need to use my gold to heal some of these scouts if we need to send them in quickly, but for the time being, I won't. The other consideration that's playing through my head, there's a lot of considerations playing through my head, right? The last one is, do I want to send some of these people into the city because that will help me in the long run, instead of having them stand around as crappy units? And I think the answer is actually yes. So we maybe end up sacrificing, say, 3 of them. What I'm going to do here, in fact, is separate these ones out so that we can get a better feel for what the map looks like. And then bring this one back as population, who's going to swap for this one, who I'm going to disband. If you don't know, you can disband your units with this little button and watch the population of Bibliboss. Boom. They become pops in the city. Very useful. Particularly because, of course, we get more workers, right? So now I can have more people, say, working on food. Actually, though, I don't have enough food districts to make that count. So we're going to have to build a food district here so that we can get an extra job. And then we're going to need the pottery barn, too. Alright, we've got a lot of work ahead of us. Let's ransack this 3 turns. We should be able to pull that off. Here's Founding Myths, which is fantastic because I really want that +5 influence on the main plaza. And also the science boost. Super good. Almost tempted to continue that science boost with the attach here as well. Might just hold off, though. Just going to do the big old hold off. I love the new artworks too, Vlad. Yeah, we were talking about that in stream the other day. Actually, one of the developers, one of the what was their job? They were an artist. They made the assets. I just can't quite remember their job title, but they worked for Amplitude anyway, and they designed some of the artwork for the game, and it was very cool because I totally agree with you. It is really brilliant. Oh my god, my favorite old guy in Hawaii. With another $5 super chat. Thank you so much, some old guy in Hawaii. Most perfectly balanced game with no exploits I've ever seen. Hashtag Swiftco rules. Wow. I don't know about that, Chief. Oh, we're up to 80 live viewers, Octopus. We are doing well today. That's pretty good. And a few on Twitch, too. Victor, he's the 3D artist. At YouTube. Imagine. Right. Shout out to you, Victor, the 3D artist. Thank you, Huck. See? You're fantastic. Huck is the part of my brain that's missing. Okay, so here's Kerma. Here's Spiff's capital. Which means there's probably going to be no hope of Spiff protecting this. And actually, this was a very cheeky take. Thanks for following me on Twitch, Doctor, I really appreciate it. For those unfamiliar, I'm streaming now on both YouTube and Twitch. YouTube will be my primary platform, but there will every now and again likely be an exclusive stream on Twitch, because Twitch is a lot less strict on what you can do and say. And I say that not because I'm going to be a raging racist. That ain't me, Chief. This is a safe place. But it is easier to do certain things on Twitch. Like, for example, maybe the Humankind giveaway, which I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do it. Either Twitter or Twitch, maybe both. Can't be YouTube because YouTube is very strict. And not to rant too much about YouTube, although I do love YouTube, it's strict for a good reason, I think. I don't hold that against it. I think it's actually a very good idea. But it is nice to have options. So thanks for following me over there. I appreciate that a lot. But of course, YouTube is still the place, right? This is where we have our emojis, this is our channel members. So we will continue to stream Humankind here for the most part. Oh my god, look, everybody's just surging over and giving me the follows. All the regular names. And the Nubians would like to trade luxuries, and we would not.
I am angry.
Eat it.
This does little to
Eat it. I'm gonna try and really grind their gears. And also, they're unlikely to have really any luxuries that they could even trade us. Let's be real. Okay, so we're about to starve, but we're also about to build a farmer's quarter. So, a little bit unfortunate that we just couldn't quite finish that in time. Moving the person there won't finish it in time either, sadly. So we do lose a population, which is a shame, because that's basically a unit, but it is what it is. Plus 2 food per farmers is quite useful. It's essentially a farmer's quarter without having to build a farmer's quarter, so you don't take the stability hit. Quite useful. But I think we probably want to start exploiting some marble, right? Plus 1 industry. I have to keep checking because I'm like, super chat? And it's like, Twitch follow? And I love them as much. Thank you. Mikro, some old guy. Dr. Skovka and Dingle Dog. Great name. Also thinking maybe we want to go for the fast religion, but let's not do that. Let's just try and overwhelm Spiff with brutal force. Until we can start training units, I think we will improve these. 1, 2, 3, and what does porcelain give? Plus 3 money. I mean, sure. Why not? Win in Rome. 2 turns for that. Let's connect you there. Let's get you to found us another outpost so we can continue our glorious expansion across the world. This one looks to be garbage unless there are some resources. Oh, this is cool. It's a peninsula. And it's got horses. Alright, I'll take it. Quite useful. Let's grab it. Horses will help our food and science as well. So, you know, pretty good idea. Domestication is free. Ooh, city defense is free. I'll grab that for my warriors, I think. And then we'll grab carpentry for our archers. And then we might just go army, take Kerma, control our weird little island, and then set sail to the great unknown. And see what we can do. Will we be traders or will we be raiders? I haven't quite decided yet. Maybe we should run a poll, actually. Let's do that. When in Rome, ransack. Totally agree. Yeah, Demo, I'm sorry. It's my fault, Demo. I'm stupid. I am absolutely stupid. Yeah. Thank you so much to everybody who's liked the video as well. Go you! Alright, shall we be traders or raiders moving forward? Obviously, this spiff doesn't count. Looks like Kerma's blocked in. Well, wouldn't it be a shame if something were to happen to you? Mikro, I feel like you said that same thing last time I was playing a naval game. I recognize you playing CK3. Maybe not. Must be a different game. Why not both? Yeah, why not both? Good call. Alright. Very good call. Hopefully this island ends here. Right? I don't want this to go on much longer. I really don't want there to be another player here. Because I would love to have this as my island. Looks like maybe we get an independent tribe and that's about it. Yeah. Sweet. Sweet! Army composition will be very useful. But I reckon we probably grab unit industry cost instead of combat strength. Even though I do love combat strength, we'll go unit industry cost first. Because we're likely to get good value out of that before we get any value out of the additional combat strength. Right? Now I am everywhere. Looks like Kermit is blocked, absolutely. Free city. Yeah. Yeah, actually, we might just grab this free city. Let's bring an extra unit over. Just to make sure that, you know, just in case, I don't know, We need a little bit of extra firepower. And cool, yep, this is a peninsula as intended, and we have little islands. This is what I want. This is fantastic. This is brilliant. I want to be sailing around here with my boats, firing cannons, trading. Why not both? And we do have a 25% discount for fishing as the Phoenicians, one of the more recent changes to the Phoenicians, and this will unlock our haven, our unique harbour, providing 2 money per coastal water, crucially, and also a bit of detection and vision range. Let's do it. Fishing, very important for us, but also actually arguably bronze working and organised warfare maybe as well. So we'll have to play that a little bit by ear. We should be attaching stuff too. I've been a bit slow on the old attach. I wonder if I want to improve some resources first though. This is a very resource heavy territory. I think I will actually even have to go for one of the foodie ones here, even though I would love to just take the dye. Oh no, let's just take the dye. The dye's so good. +5 industry on all cities, like just a blanket +5. How could you not love that? Could start training units 1 per turn. Love to see it. Maybe then what we do is say, actually, you've served your purpose. Yeet you into Bibliboss. Ensure we have maximum food workers, and then work on getting even more food out of them. Probably only need 1 more food district, I think. Everything else should be okay. So let's 3 turns, 4 turns. Doesn't actually change the speed that I finish the granary, so I'll leave that distribution entirely as it is. Great success! And let's keep hoovering up these resources. I see 2 bears. The bear approaches. Alright. Money. I do love money. Dye. I do love dye. Salt. Very salty. We'll grab that next. Why are you fighting me? You're peaceful, you fool. Okay. Unfortunately, we're going to retreat to the left, not to the right. Oh my god, we retreated to the right. Okay, let's see if we can take this city. Please. Yes! Brilliant! 90 now! Oh my goodness! We might even get to triple digits! 61 likes and 81 viewers. 90 now! Tell me how 80 plus viewers and only 60 likes. We can do better. Masked, I agree. Emoji story. Oh yeah, the emoji story. Thank you, Huck. See, again, brilliant. It's not much of a story. I didn't mean to hype it up. I was just busy in the moment. But, YouTube denied it. YouTube denied the what the HUCK emoji because of inappropriate language, I believe. So, there you go. Apparently, it's too hot for YouTube. We'll have to make it a Twitch exclusive. Just joined and quite interested. Welcome along, Battleship 61. Let's discard, go for the science play. We've just picked up a card. We'll probably just give this unit to a card, right? Yeet, in there. And then maybe we buy a pottery workshop. That should help lift up our influence generation. And then I think we focus on either people or industry. This looks, to me, like an industrial city, not a people city, because it doesn't have a river at all. So this one, we probably don't end up training a lot of units in it. Maybe the odd one, but I think it's likely to just... Actually, it's the worst city in the world. What are these tile yields? Who settled this? We'll take it because it's a free city and we need an extra city, but... And I'm very grateful for it. But also, screw you, because screw you a card, your city sucks. Quite frankly. Anyway, enough raging at a card. Okay, so we successfully ransacked that territory, so we'll probably just wait here and build that up again. And you, my friend, should probably come back to a city and become a person in a city as well. What we'll do is disband our units and upgrade them so that we can hopefully destroy Spiff. Although his city is getting up to 7 population. I don't like that. I do not like that. These units will just sort of disband themselves. Ooh! Ooh, a piece of candy. new purpose for these units has emerged. I'm gonna send them over here and take this city as well. The quick city grab. Smash down that outpost, which we worked very hard to secure from the spiffing Brit down here. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm playing with the actual spiffing Brit. And let's take 43 science. There's our harbours. This is big for us because I'm pretty sure we can still build them with influence. Yes, we can. So we really just need to focus on building our influence generation up now. Keeping stable, building influence, but also building our army. You can see I've got a lot on my plate. Sailing does seem like a logical pick, but I might just bounce back to bronze working first. It's only going to take a turn, and it's really likely to be worthwhile. Highly likely to be worthwhile. I'm just going to keep feeding the beast that is Bibliboss with people it can't afford to feed. It will be able to soon! Look! Oh, it's doing so well. Let's extract some of this marble. Brilliant. The chariots are fairly tough. I kind of don't like fighting them. So instead, what we might do is start to build some of our havens. Take a look at that. 8 food, 8 money, and 3 stability. Can't go wrong. Absolutely cannot go wrong.
I hope the style is pleasing, because it will be around for as long as the city lasts.
Oh, good question, Pete. Let's check out Spiff. Hey, Jaybird! Welcome in! Oh, thank you, Hug. That is wicked. Okay. So we've got our harbour down now, which is brilliant. We want to just quickly have a look at the Spiffing Brit, just to see what kind of player they are. They're a militarist, so they favour the use of military power. Nice. A risk taker and open, and they actually only have... Spiff only has 1 strength, and it's plus 15% money. I kind of feel like he got a bit ripped off. No, it's on brand. It's on brand. Hey, we almost have... I could actually almost just take this with my units here. I don't even need to train any extras. We've just about got the strength to roll them already. Okay, let's shift gears then. I'll come back for this. This can wait. Oh, although actually... no. Do not approach. Do not approach. Just hang around. Hopefully if they move off, we'll be able to grab it. We'll see. It's a risky game, dancing around the mountains. Singing aye aye yippee yippee yi. Oh, yeehaw. Okay, let's... maybe just quickly sneak out, say, an archer. Switch some people into industry, even more so. And maybe also, can we get a warrior in the same turn? Yes. Can we get a 3rd archer? No. In which case, I'm going to take the 2 archers, because I already have 8 melee units. So I can quickly produce... Oh. Did that change? It's a bit odd. I can hopefully quickly produce 2 units. Looks like it's going to be those 2 after all. And then we've got an army of 10. We don't have organised warfare, though! Shoot. I'm going to need to grab that. Otherwise, it's going to be 4 and then 4, which is quite messy. Which actually then makes me think, maybe we just raise a better army here. Seeing as Spiff is so weak and so vulnerable in this early stage, we'll raise a better army, swap it out for this one. Actually, no! Even better idea. Let's send this one in first as a test run, right? Maybe we can just get a feel for how strong the city is. Oh, no, that's dumb. That's dumb. I'll just convert these people into populations. Replace the pops that I'm losing. We should really go for an attach move as well. And I reckon probably this territory is fully developed now, so let's attach that one. Om nom nom. Expansionism, check. Currently playing your own game. Love it. Your point is very well taken, Vlad. Your point is very... Should we help him? We don't know how. What do you mean we don't know how? He's right there. Just help him. Is kind of what happens with organised warfare sometimes. Ooh. Hello, volunteer. Brilliant. Okay, well there's city number 3. Hopefully better than city number 2. But we probably don't actually want this. Oh, it's probably actually still early on enough that we can make it work. It's quite bad for my influence generation this early to be over the cap, but I think the way that the maths works, actually, it ends up being okay. So let's do it. And I'm just going to build infrastructure first and kind of not worry too much about districts and so on. I'll queue 1, but otherwise not too worried. And likewise, probably the same over here. Just queue our good harbors, our copper. Maybe also get to work on a holy site in a card, because a card is a crappy city. So let's... no, let's not do that. I've changed my mind. Just give me a garrison instead. Get me visibility over that way. That should be fine. And then infrastructure. And now we can kind of just forget about these two. They'll just operate on autopilot, essentially. We could give an extra population to a card, which would be quite useful for it, because it doesn't really have a lot of food. So it grows very slowly. Put it on expert policy, focus on growth and then industry, and we'll do the same here, growth and then industry. But the rest will keep making money, making all the good stuff that the Spiffing Brit loves, essentially. I'll have 4 cities with Kerma. Yeah, it's a problem, but we will be able to get an additional city cap with philosophy. So once we move through to the next era, we'll be back down to +1. Maybe also through our civics as well. I'm pretty sure there's an opportunity there to get one relatively early. How's my new army doing? Pretty good. Let's go in with the test one first, I think. I'm actually going to still do this. Because if we can take Kerma immediately, then I will pillage one of these. It will change my plans a lot if I can take Kerma right now. Yeah, we're going to war. Yeah, I can't take Kerma right now. But, actually, they decided to sortie with me, so they have to come to me. We'll be able to at least do so. Oh no, they've got archers. Ooh, but they've stepped them outside the walls. Wait, are those crossbows? Oh no, right, of course, they've got exceptional accuracy. They've got their unique archer. Spiff has a unique archer. Swap these guys. Stab. If we can destroy these archers, that will pave the way for a much easier take next time, actually. They're the most important units to destroy here, rather than the peasants, who are essentially just populations in the city. So that's brilliant to confirm that kill. Very pleased. I wonder if... I can't strike down there, so that's fine. We're gonna lose all of these units, but they were pretty crappy anyway, and we're training replacements that are much better. So we'll just send them in as fodder. Peasant destroying fodder. A shame that this archer didn't step out as well. Would have been nice to get both of them, but beggars can't be choosers. So we'll just sacrifice them in. Boom. Leave that on auto. That's a loss, but a win is coming. Disband both of them to replace the ones we're training. You know the drill. Let's ditch money, because we're making a lot of money anyway. Maybe just actually do go food science here, just to try and push this stuff out real fast. Yes. And maybe it wouldn't hurt, seeing as their archers are very good. Oh no, but I don't have organized warfare yet. Yeah, so I can't do that actually. We're just gonna have to keep sending little by little in. And let's build up our boat game as well. I've not forgotten you wonderful boats. See if you can find. Okay, new army. Your turn. Oh, the bear blocked my... Oh, the ultimate play by the bears. Did you see that? They moved into my zone of control as I was trying to move down towards Spiff. And stopped me from moving there. So that's really hilarious. Let's destroy them for it. And looks like Spiff may want to bring the fight to me. Which, again, changes our approach. We'll go for another 2 archers, 2 warriors. Love that move. And let's keep connecting stuff that's good for us too, shall we? Like more harbors. And more resources. Great success. And we'll keep this unit here in case we need to destroy one of these cities. Leadership. There's our early city cap, should we choose to take it. First time chatting a stream, gonna rewind to the start. So, oh, hey, welcome, CIA Project Media. CIA enters chat. First time hopping onto a stream, this guy's great. Man, so many first time viewers today. It is fantastic to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, McLean. I appreciate it. Ah, Ben, good to see you too. Crazy how many resources are next to each other in my capital. I know, right, Leander? Very true. Very true. I don't think we want to move just yet. Unless we want to jump in and grab somebody very quickly. Ooh, maybe we do. By the way, the results from the last poll, 58% of voters thought we should be a raider. And 42% thought we should be a trader. Interesting. Relatively close. Oh, I've never played D&D. I would love to, though. Well, sort of, a little bit. Carthaginians. Celts? Wow, I can't believe we're first. Obviously we want the Carthaginians. They are the logical play. Maybe we just grab them now and forego our fame. No, because we're really close to, like, 3 stars. Yeah, I have to just wait, I think. That would be a really silly move moving forward to do that. Ooh! Ha Long Bay was here all along! And I didn't even know it! Amazing! Really, Spiff? Our lack of organized warfare is an issue. But we're getting it in a turn. So, great success. Let me merge these archers maybe with this guy to try and protect you. I said... Let me merge these archers with the... There we go. So now we've got 3 and 4. We'll heal them both so that they're as strong as they can possibly be. Bring these ones off the river, thus protecting them a little bit, but also taking them out of the city, acknowledged. And then we've got 2 more warriors pumping out. In fact, let's buy one, because we've got cash money for days. And hopefully we can squeeze out a cheeky archer or 2 there as well. Oh, and wolves. Wolves, I think, are less important. I think we have the... strength here to be better than walls. Let's see how this goes. There's my stars that I was waiting for, so we can now consider a move. Get some more harbors. Yeah. Totally. Long Bay all over again. The only bay in my life. It's true. It's true. Okay. Well, this is a fight that the spiffing Brit maybe should reconsider. Right? I think we just insta-resolve, insta-succeed that one. Yep. Also gonna get my military stars here. Another success story. Cannot be done by a retreating army. It's quite annoying. You sort of stopped my advance by doing that, which was a little bit frustrating. Maybe a pikeman too, just in case some horses come out and decide to be really annoying. Yeah, let's do it. Army wages. That's what I like to see. Stability on garrisons and occupied cities is pretty good, but I reckon there's probably something more important here. City cap.
Most problems.
That'll help my influence generation a lot, because now we're at 3 out of 3 instead of 3 out of 2, which is, of course, as all mathematicians in chat will know, a highly improper fraction. It's not really, it's just 1.5. Knock has also appeared, so maybe once we finish with Spiff, we move up that way. Knock on wood. And, I think... sailing does seem like a good idea. We can get a lot more money from our harbours. But writing gives us cheaper civics. Arguably a bit better. We, of course, also want masonry and irrigation. There we go. That's basically our tech tree here finished. So we will have to move relatively soon. Let's march this army forward. You as well. And you know what? You too, bucko. Where are you going? Yeah, there. Look at this. Just gonna absolutely rain down a fiery death on you. We'll manual, but we'll let the game auto-play it out because I think it should make the... What was that attack? Oh my god. Sometimes it does a brilliant job, other times it does the worst. I should have paid attention to who was the aggressor, maybe, because I think when you're the defender, it does a really good job, and when you're the aggressor, it does a slightly worse one. Although, it's working. I'll allow it. We're inside their walls. We've got our flag. Yeah, maybe I doubted the AI too soon. Because actually that was a resounding success. We lost what? A crappy scout who's been around for about 2,000 years anyway, so is well overdue for a medical. And then a warrior, which is a shame. Rip, you brave boy. Well, there we have it. Spiffing Brit no more? Soon. Soon. Heal these units this turn, and then next turn we march through to the city. That should be Spiff's entire army destroyed, except for the peasants who are still living in the city, living their really, probably, likely, miserable daily lives as peasants in the year 3724 BCE. So let's liberate them. The Spiffing Liberator, they shall call me. Do I want to auto-resolve this one too? Yeah, go on. So, Spiff has but one of their wonderful archers. And then otherwise, they've just got warriors, who are roughly akin to my own. And then looks like we have 3 levies, 3 peasants. They will fall very quickly. What is this redeploy? There we go. In come the reinforcements behind enemy lines. Shooting from low ground. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Still got a lot of units out this way. And 1, 2, 3, 5 of our archers are still alive. Well and truly pushed behind enemy lines here. We should be good to go. Humankind was my first 4X game. Oh, that is awesome to hear, J-Bird. I reckon it'd be a really wicked one to start with. I wonder what mine was. I'd have to think about it properly. I Brexited. I Brexited him? I'll take your word for it. Such a good atmosphere. I love the art style. Yeah, isn't it such an enjoyable experience to look at, to listen to? Yes. Yeah. Hucker's right. So you can raise or lower war support through a diplomatic menu, which I can show you in a minute. In fact, I can actually show you it now. No, oh yeah, I can, yeah, well, sort of. So there would be trade treaties, there would be normal treaties, and then usually in the war resolution here, there would be grievances. So if Spiff attacked me in a neutral territory, I would gain a grievance on him. You attacked me for no reason. And then I could choose to push that grievance and turn it into a demand. Having a demand increases my war support. My people are like, come on, let's get him, let's fight him, war! Spiff could choose to refuse my demand, and that would cause us to instantly go to war. So it's an interesting system. There are a few different layers to it, and then the way that the war resolution works is either through outright defeat or through war score generated throughout. And that works fairly intuitively. If you win fights, you gain war score. If you lose fights, you lose it. If you're holding their cities, you gain it. So on and so forth. It's actually a system that took a little bit of heat at the start. It's still not perfect. It can be a bit frustrating in really large-scale wars, but otherwise works quite well. Otherwise works quite well, I think. And I think it's really on the right track, too. If we can just fix these sort of annoying war settlement issues with it, it's a great one. That fight's going to continue next turn. Great success. Religious rights is really good to finish the holy site a bit quicker, and we haven't built it yet, so could be a thing. But we might want to maybe help out our dudes or something. Or even the cheaper outpost cost, honestly. that probably pays itself back in droves. In absolute droves. Ooh, and I got a little bit of cash to splash, but I think we'll splash it on resources rather than civics, right? Boom, boom, in the room. Bibbly Boss is still at 100% stability, so I reckon we reach its disgusting tendrils up here soon and grab that. Great success. And it can't build certain districts while it's at war, but it can build others, like walls or garrisons. So we'll get it to do that. Oh, and now I... Yeah, okay. Cool, 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 cool. Even if you siege a city, you are still the defendant. Vlad, I think actually that is to do with, that is only if they decide to come out and fight you. When you siege a city, when you're being besieged, you have an option to hold or sortie. And if you choose to sortie, that actually makes you the aggressor, because you're going out of the walls to fight them. So in that situation that we had before, Spiff had chosen to come out and fight me. If he hadn't have, the flag would have been in the city. But he chose to come out and fight me, so I was technically the defender. That's how that works. It is a bit odd, but it actually works as intended. It's just most of the time, the AI is like, "Ah, we can take him, let's go get him!" And then they may not be able to do that. You would be useful down here, but also maybe we should just make you the bear slayer. I don't know. I don't know. You can just wait there.
Your people see it.
Right, this battle will play out now. Ooh.
A symbol of power.
Whoa.
Only your
That was
friends.
lucky. Looks like very few units survived this fight. What a close fight it was. Well done, Spiff. You did good. It lasted for 2 turns and 4 rounds. And to be fair, we took a lot of damage. We took 91% average losses. But Spiff took 100, so eat it. Who's perfectly balanced now, huh? Bucko. Alright. We did it. And hopefully that will be Spiff gone. We should see this empire fall next turn. Oh, and we can claim a wonder. And we're close to victory. And we got our merchant star. Let's get the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, because that is fantastic in every way. And also, you should be destroyed. Give me Karma. Karma? Give me Kerma. If we had a little bit more war score, we could choose to vassalize Spiff, but we don't, so we'll just take the city.
You are a rare...
And that should be Spiff entirely gone. Nicely done. Now we can focus, I think, on building up our empire and probably changing cultures. Feel like that's a good idea. I think I have my early harbors down in almost every territory here, except for this one.
With 5 farmers' quarters,
Grab those horses.
certainly have enough.
Kerma doesn't have one either,
Will
because we
5
just got it.
circuses be built next?
Unlikely to be the end of the world. Might just give Kerma a couple of populations. These units are broadly out of date and arguably not very useful to me anymore anyway. So let's get rid of 3 of them. Give Kerma the boost that it needs, right? Throw everybody into industry. Try and complete the harbour a little bit quicker, although we'll get an extra population there, so we'll do that. Brilliant. And cross! Boom! The Uxamites are no longer. Brilliant. Do the siege weapons do much? It's hard to say, Jaybird, because the AI always sorties you, so you rarely get to use them. I've used them a few times and found them to be somewhat effective, but not effective enough to really wait for. I think the better thing than actually the siege units is when you besiege a city, the peasants slowly die. And I think that's the better move. The better gain is actually destroying them. Would you mind toggling off the district thing and toggling on tile yields? Absolutely. And we're first to a faith. Jeepers, we've got off to a cracker start. We should either embrace militarism to make our boats stronger, I think. Could go science to really boost ourselves up through the tech tree. In fact, that's probably a damn good idea. Or we could go respect the seas. Obviously, when one plays boats, one must respect the sea. So let's get +2 food on coastal water. Boom. Making our harbours super good. And I believe now that we've got this one starting to be built, we should be okay to take the Carthaginians if they haven't been stolen. Yay, they haven't been stolen, and we'll absolutely take them. They're the logical pick for the next naval culture. Again, they're a merchant, so we're doubling down on our money thing, cheaper buyout costs, and another unique harbour. The only way to get multiple harbours in a city is to choose a culture that has a unique harbour. So, this is very strong. Let us do it.
Ideas and sewage are generated at a record
If you would like to purchase Humankind, this is a shameless plug, but I do have a link in the description where I get a small kickback. Thanks to the team at Amplitude for that. Much appreciated. But also, you should go where you can get the best deal. Always. Always. Go what suits you best. Always. Let's start spending influence on getting these fantastic harbours online in our outposts, for starters, probably. 21 influence, very cheap, for what is going to provide me... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. 21 food and 9 industry. I'll take that. That's really good. And then Axolotl can also do the same, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, baby. Let's give it... it's kind of average. Maybe we put it up here so we can get this adjacency in future. Yeah, let's do that. We'll put that one up there so that there's a good spot in the middle. Sometimes I'll do that, but other times, if the yields are just so much better somewhere else, then I'll move it somewhere else. Because you have to kind of weigh up, will this, like, what's the long-term implication of this? Is it worthwhile for me to take 10 extra industry for the rest of the game, or chance it to get 25 extra gold 10 turns later? We should really build the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, but we should also try and make Kerma happy because, holy crap! Look how many industrial quarters Spiff built in Kerma. That's insane. What the heck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus a unique Nubian district. Yoink. And 2 foodies. And 1, 2, 3, 4 resources. Jeepers, Spiff. Alright, we've got Hanging Gardens of Babylon. We probably want to put it on an industrial one. And it looks like I have majority of dyes and majority of incense already. Also coffee, interestingly. Only 2 of those bad boys on the map. Yeah. Let's do it on... dyes. Do you have a dye here? I really hope you do. You do not. Okay, that makes it a little bit more interesting. We could do it on marble as well, actually. We do have majority of marble. And we'll end up with a lot more marble because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. How many dyes do we have? 1, we've got 2. I guess I'm just looking actually for what I have that isn't being exploited yet. And it looks like it is just marble. So marble will be the one that I have the most of. So we'll go for marble instead then. We've actually got all of them, which is amazing. So let's build the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, a wonder, which gives us a wondrous effect if we control majority of a luxury on the map, and as luck would have it, we do control majority of the marble, so we'll receive, once we have all of them connected, plus 20% industry on all cities. At the moment, plus 10. Really strong. We're also going to get a holy site down here in Kerma, because Kerma is tanking stability like there is absolutely no tomorrow. Then probably also have to queue up some garrisons, unfortunately. They're not bad, though, to get a coastal spawn. You know, you can kind of spawn your units a little bit closer to the coastline. So I'll queue up one of those. And we'll get the whole gang to support, this, I believe. But actually not these two, because they don't make a difference. We'll just get Bibli Boss on it. And you can start working on your glorious harbours. Plus 16, plus 9, plus 7, plus 12. See, in this case, I'm actually willing to put it here, because that's not much of a difference overall. And then let's grab all of the necessary infrastructure. Not muck around. I usually muck around on that for too long. I'm going to try and prioritize that this game and see if it makes a difference. I'm anticipating it will. Build that harbour there. Nice stuff. And again, just build up this necessary infrastructure. I'm going to ignore those ones because they're crap. Essentially. Put 4 units in Kerma. Ah, yes, yes. Let's also station some units there. Great idea, Marco. Yes, Pete, they do. Yep, they buff all harbours. See you, Vlad. Thanks so much for becoming a new member. Really appreciate the support. Thanks for helping me do what I do. Really, seriously, thank you. Yeah, they buff all harbours, so it gets really nuts really fast. I'm not going to build one in a lake. Learn my stupid lesson last time. Regular viewers will be familiar with that one. Yikes. Oh my god, so many harbours. Build that there so there's a spot here for a better one in future. And bring them to the front, and also bring any harbour infrastructure to the front as well. The rest can stay at the back, but the harbour stuff is quite important. So I'll yeet +3 food from harbours. Up to the front of the queue. And then, yes, I could station units here. Don't really have any. Industrial production, very nice. Usually the +1 food and farmers slots is the way to go. Especially because it gives an industry bonus. But I think seeing as we've got a lot of money... although this doesn't provide any immediate benefits because I don't have any market quarters yet. So actually, let's get the food first. Because that provides me with immediate benefits. And then once we get our market quarters online, we could consider swapping over. Building harbours in lakes is bad if you're a moron like me and you train a navy and then your navy spawns in a lake. It's not necessarily a terrible thing though. You could spawn an army in this lake and use them to defend a city, for example. But I'm much more interested in having access to the open ocean with all of my harbours. Keeping them close together, future adjacency bonuses, another thing that I'm considering as well. So that's the logic behind that. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's a little bit fruity. Yeah, stupid indeed. You don't want to spend 22 turns I spent in a fast game, I think. So it was like a huge portion of the game training a nuclear submarine, and it was in a lake, not the sea. Which is my fault, of course, but still. Oh, okay, well, a whole lot of rebels just appeared here. Kerma just hates me. Absolutely hates me.
It all sounds well and good, until they start worshipping delivery services and bank accounts.
And without an archer, it's actually quite a tough defend. Although we've got 2 populations, so if they choose to attack the city, we should be able to defend it. We might just have to get Bibli Boss to just help us out a little bit here. Yoink. And yoink. There we go. That should be enough to clear that up. Have 4 units garrisoned. Also earn some military stars. Like, these rebels, it looks bad, but it is actually kind of a viable strategy to have one city rebelling and farm the rebels if you don't have anyone else to fight. Obviously, it's not what I'm doing here, but just FYI, it is a thing. Some people do it. It can be a way to earn military stars. So much time wasted. Yeah. Yeah. You built 0 market quarters in your first site school was done. Yeah, I actually tend to deprioritize the market quarters a lot too, Marco. I think it's harder to see immediate value out of them, I think. When you feel like there's more immediate value in boosting your industry, for example. At least that's my opinion. You're welcome to disagree. But that's my opinion. Okay. Are we ready to fight them now? Probably no need just yet. Wait for this warrior to get here. Just to secure the deal, because they're not going anywhere anytime soon. They're just going to stand by the city and protest, probably. We don't like you. Bring back Spiff. He's much more intelligent and makes much better content. They're shouting. I can hear them already. Shall we claim another wonder? I think we shall. And seeing as we're playing usually the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus is the best pick, but we're playing a naval game, we'd like to at least try some boats at some point. So let's get the Lighthouse of Alexandria. It has +5 vision range, so you can see very far and wide with it. But also our naval units will have an extra strength and 2 extra movement points, which is very, very good. So let's grab it. Probably build it in Kerma and get some visibility over this way. if we can. Gee, I'm a tree philosophy. Let's get it for the extra city cap, because we're over again. Over and over. And let's take these guys down from inside the city walls, obviously. Insta-resolve, insta-success. Send these units back here, garrison them up. Hopefully that'll stop any future rebellions, and we can get away laughing. Brilliant. Right, you just stay put. Kerma, how are you looking? Yep, great, we're away. We're away, we're away, we're away. I reckon it gets the harbour first and foremost. Plus 16, plus 13. That's a spicy meatball if I've ever seen one. We'll get the fishmonger, we'll get the stability boost, we'll get the... money on market quarters doesn't matter right now. Unit industry costs will matter in future if we want to train some boats. Oh, speaking of, actually, see if you can find a boat. Let's get a couple of boats out. Boat game begins now. Let's train 3 boats and queue up the Lighthouse of Alexandria. What a beautiful wonder it's going to be. We're going to build it in Spiff's land just to really taunt him even more. And what we'll do is we'll get everyone else building it, but not Kerma. Kerma's going to build boats instead. Kerma's busy. Kerma's our new favourite city. Because it was created by the AI. Hey, puking pumpkin, the person of the hour. Welcome along, friend. Sing it? Absolutely not. Havens and Cathons are market quarters. You are absolutely right, Alec. Probably is worthwhile getting that then. Thank you for the reminder. Do we want stability on Bibli Boss? Probably unnecessary, but the rest of these aren't super good. We'll take a seed. And I'll yeet that one to the front of the queue. Did I neglect it anywhere else? Like a moron. Ooh, Bibli Boss is really struggling. We need to put it onto expert policy. Maybe industry focused. To start pushing through some of the stuff. That's dreadful. More districts, mayhap. More infrastructure as well. Let's bring industry to the front. Deprioritize these resources. We'll actually use gold to connect those, thanks to our merchant ability. And to be fair, I kind of just want all of this crap, so we'll just leave that roughly. We might also actually stop building the Lighthouse of Alexandria here, because I don't think we should do that right now. Could be a good shout to get a second holy site down, though. As I completely 180 from what I was saying was going to be a good idea. I think this is a good idea. It'll help with our stability, and it won't take too long. Buy the fishery. Buy this. Oh my. Why did no one remind me to spend my gold? Yeesh! I didn't realize I had 2,000. And yeah, Marco, you're right. I've got so much more. You're going to do the North America culture pack run through. Absolutely, Ludwig. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I've got a long list of mods to try and not enough hours in the day to do them. So we might do some live streams instead of videos with them moving forward. Because I just don't quite have the capacity to make the vids. Yeah, let's continue to attach. It's going to really hurt our stability, but really boost the city. You woof. So let's do that. That was a wonderful attach, actually. And knock, we're slowly just going to work away on them. We might not even need to fight them. I'll splash a bit of cash at them. We can pick them up a bit sooner. And speaking of splashing a bit of cash, I mean, my name is... let's splash cash everywhere. Stability? Yes. Better harbours. You betcha. Industry? Nah. Cool.
An emblematic unit.
Our first boats have arrived! Shall we set sail? I think we'll send them off in separate directions, or at least we'll send one that way, where it's all mostly coastal, and it should be alright. And then we'll send 2 over this way somewhere. Got a lot of naval movement, which is great. We're going to pop over here and take a look at what the rest of the world's got in store for us, I believe. Agrarian Star, great success. Use my merchant ability with my gold to connect the... my influence, rather, to connect the the marble here. Actually, it's probably the benefit of connecting this last marble probably vastly outweighs most of the other things that I'm trying to do here. Yeah, that's a no-brainer, I think. They're just so cheap. I should have just done that. But that's alright. We caught it before it was too late. Question mark. Get fishmonger for the extra cash money. Chuck you on science so we don't stay in the Neanderthal ages for a million years. Tons of marble. Just a million marble. Yeah. A million marble. Jaybird, I would love to see the day one mod, which was essentially an endless space mod for Humankind, developed by Amplitude. I'm not sure what's happening with that. I imagine it's gone back on the back burner as they've started, addressing some of the more core issues and really fleshing out the experience. But that was a mod that I would love to see. Religious minorities, 10 money on territories. That one's garbage because we're going to have the best religion in the game, obviously. Religious rights will help me build that holy site a bit quicker, so that's a good take. Akkad is still doing quite well for itself. We'll just let it build the Lighthouse of Alexandria, maybe consider a few extra industrial districts, but really it probably wants, actually, hold the phone. It really probably wants a couple of market quarters around those luxuries, because that's a great spot for a couple of markets. Ooh, and we can move through to tier 2. Again, I think I'm kind of obliged to go for the +5 food on harbour. This is not the best pick. +5 money on market quarter would be another brilliant one for us. +5 science on research quarter. Most of these are very good. That one and that one are very good. But we're going to go with observe feasts because we do have an absurd number of harbours. So let's buff them even more. +5 food. The stupid food journey continues. Shall we move through? Defo +5 food. Yeah, +15 per territory. And even better still, potentially in future as well. Star Wars culture mod. Oh, Ben, now you're speaking my language. I saw there were a few really interesting maps as well when I was making today's video. Which, by the way, if you haven't checked it out, and you're... I think... It's not the best thing you're ever going to see. But I think it's a good video and a good summary of where Humankind has been, what Amplitude is thinking about Humankind, and the key updates that we've received recently. I released it today. Humankind is celebrating its 100-day anniversary tomorrow. 100 days since its release. Yeah, and I think it's a fairly good synopsis. Anyway, enough stupid self-plugging. I feel like a moron. Sea Norse, Pick Norse? Don't think there's... I mean, Norse is not the best culture here, obviously. Khmer, fantastic. English, fantastic. Teuton's actually one of my sneaky favourites. But I think in a boat game, it makes sense that we take the Norse for the pure reason that we get yet another harbour. This one is a food harbour. So, as the Phoenicians, we had a gold harbour. As the Carthaginians here, we had a industrial harbour. As the Norse, we receive our really food-focused harbour. +5 food per adjacent coastal water, which you'll note is already being absurdly buffed by our religion. And +2 combat strength on our naval units, more naval unit speed, a lang skip, sure. Shall we jump in now, or do I want to wait? I think actually, seeing as we're in the lead, we might just jump straight through. Let's just check our fame though. One more unit and I can get a star. One more tech and I can get a star. One more connect and I can get a star. We are not moving through this turn. Can I move this army out of here without everything turning to absolute garbage? God, I hope so. We get Holy Site here. I think. And that will take place of these units. Because they need to find somebody to fight. And it's unfortunate. I don't want it to be Knock though, because we've nearly won them over. This is when rebels come in handy. Maybe we can find a boat? Actually, it's just a military star. It doesn't matter, I don't think. Getting the extra city and keeping the extra stability is probably better. So we'll do that. I've convinced myself. There's a couple of stars. Probably suggests that I can move now. Probably. Look at all this food from these crappy tiles. Amazing! Amazing! Triple digit gang! Oh my god, we did! Triple digis! Man, the most people we've had watching in a long time. 100 live viewers and 99 likes on my screen, but I'm assuming we may have made it to 100. Go you! You guys are awesome. I wasn't even sitting here saying like the video. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And how are we doing over on Twitch? Are we still doing good? Yeah, we're doing alright. We're doing alright. Twitch, not great for discoverability. It has to be said. 100. Go, you beautiful you. Do you want the Chthon built before my move? I want it queued before my move. And it is queued. May as well finish it, though, for completion's sake. Which is a really good call. Is there anywhere else that is missing a Chthon? I don't think so. I'd be very surprised. Obviously, all of my outposts have it. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. We're all Jeezy. I think we can move through now. And let's do it. The Norse! We're in. We also get plus 50 gold for ransacking, which is a very odd one, but it works. Go, Twitch, go! Go, you! Amazing. Oh, amazing. Hey, our Twitch viewer numbers just doubled. We've now got 7 people watching on Twitch. Violently religious. The Sparrows. Oh. Game of Thrones. What a series. What a series from seasons... Hot take. Only 3 through 6 episode 1. Just gonna put it out there. Season 1 sucks. Season 2 sucks. That's my hot take on Game of Thrones. Obviously, the ending sucks too. I think it's fantastic from Season 3, Episode 1, through to Season 6, Episode 1. It's important that that episode has made it, because that is one of my favourite ones of all time. Anyway, enough controversial... Oh, look at the Twitchies go! Twitching and jiving, thank you so much! Alright. Trade expeditions is going to be quite important to embark our units, but also standing army. We're going to need to maybe focus a little bit more on my tech here. This is the time in the game where I usually don't focus on technology enough. I have a real bad habit of that. Of not building research quarters. Turn off that district overview for you. In comes the second Twitch wave army. TMM. ... Okay. Be faithful or die. Big mood. That is a hot take. Yeah, pretty hot, alright.
Greater empires build more powerful armies.
Season 1 is garbage. I hate Season 1. I don't mind the last maybe 2 episodes in it, to be fair, but oh my god, the slowest start of all time? I'm pretty sure I had to rewatch Episode 1 of Game of Thrones. Like, try and watch it about maybe 5 different sittings across 3 years. and my flatmates at the time wanted to watch it, and I was like, no, it's dumb, it's lame, it's boring. And of course, eventually I ended up actually really loving the series. It's fantastic. 99 viewers, Diogo. And 107 likes. Absolutely fantastic. We've got 100 viewers at the moment on YouTube. We've got 10 on Twitch. Hey, those Panda Knights. I appreciate you. Twitch gang getting bigger. The Twitch gang will never overtake the YouTube gang. But at the moment, there are 10 of them. They are 1/10. Watch the first 5 episodes like 10 times so I'm with you. Yes! Puking Pumpkin, fire away. Feelings on Lord of the Rings. Oh no. Well, I don't know if I should answer that. I don't know if I should answer that because my country feels very strongly about Lord of the Rings. And it's somehow been woven into part of my national identity. Yet, again, I hate to say it, hot take, talking about the films, not for me, Chief. That ain't me. I'm gonna lose a lot of respect for this, I acknowledge. And I respect the books, although I haven't read them fully recently, or even at all. But in my opinion, sorry to everybody watching, because I know that LOTR is a huge favourite, but I just can't. I just can't.
From malnutrition.
I'm sorry. It's just a bit old. It's a bit clunky. It's very slow. There are some brilliant spots in it, and some wonderful acting, and some wonderful scenes, and it's absolutely a piece of cinematic history, I acknowledge. But my hot take? Yawn. And don't even get me started on The Hobbit, that's just a musical in disguise. I was tricked into watching a musical when I went to the cinema to watch The Hobbit. J.R.R. Tolkien, you got me again. I was expecting a more modernized Lord of the Rings, and I ended up with High School Musical with beards and horns. There's my hot take. Please don't roast me, and I'm sorry for roasting Lord of the Rings. Puking Pumpkin, what have you done? You've committed treason. Viewer numbers actually took a big dive. Yeah, we just lost 10% of our YouTube viewers. So there you go. +1 food per number of attached territories, or claim with money. Claim with money is pretty good for us. However, +10% industry is arguably better. So let's grab that for now. Maybe we consider reversing that in future. Maybe. Might put this boat on auto explore. Hopefully it doesn't die in the open ocean. We should be all good now. And oh look, we've finally met another player. Who is it? It's Angel Spike VG, an introverted, wary, vindictive person. Somebody after my own heart. A charmer who has 0.8 multiplier on influence required to unlock cultural wonder, so a 20% discount. They're also a hipster and an avenger. Okay, good to know. Right. And they are over there. What have you got there? Actually, something that I could defeat. Your boats suck. We're gonna bully them a bit at sea, because they've got units embarked, which are very weak in comparison to a proper ship. And we have some proper ships going on here. So let's plot out the world. We might consider building a second backup navy as well. I think that's probably a good idea. Maybe he's a hobbit. This 6-foot hobbit is absolutely not a hobbit. Although I've probably got hobbit feet. Which is disgusting to say, and now that I say it out loud, I regret it instantly. J-Bird, I would love to see some kind of World Congress feature be added as an overall improvement to diplomacy and international relations in this game. I love me a World Congress. I just love it. Do it. I just put on my Palpatine robe and love it. It's one of the reasons why I really like Stellaris, actually. I love the diplomacy system in that game. I just love it. I love to rule the Senate. I am the Senate. Foot reveal, 15k subs! Should I slowly reveal? Yeah, like, here's my foot. No, there are weird people out there who do weird things with feet photos. Sorry, not weird people, but in my opinion, weird things. Non-aggression pact with the Mayans. We'll counter it back at them. If they're willing to pay for it, we'll take it, but if they're not, we won't, and they're not. Did I get a chance to add your persona, Tinker? I'm pretty sure. But would you mind just commenting it again now, and at Jumbo Pixeling me? Commenting its name, just so I can make sure that I've got you, because I had about 10 that I added, and I can't remember all of their names. But I can check, obviously, which ones I added, to make sure. Let's go trade expeditions, and then standing army. Other way around. Shift-click a couple of these bad boys. Fortifications is nice, but we don't need it now that we've fortified ourselves on our own island. So I think we can probably move through to something like Seafaring Mastery relatively quickly, right? See if we can get some good boats. Hey, Devilish! Welcome, friend! Thank you so much for a $1.99 super chat! Devilish says, oh, this is gonna be a good one. Yar har, fiddle-dee-dee, be a pirate! It's out with me! There you go, there's my pirate voice. I'm never doing that again because that's embarrassing. But thank you very much, Devilish. I appreciate the support. If in this game I don't get circumnavigation, you're gonna unsub. Alright, I'll hold you to that. We'll have 14,999 subs. I see land, clickbait. Yeah, we tried really hard at the start to remove land MMO. It is set to the minimum setting for land. This is literally as little land as the game would let me away with. This is max ocean. Now, these warriors have 10 combat strength. We have 25. I reckon we can sink a few with this boat. Let's see. We want to try and have as narrow... it actually doesn't make a difference. Although those are ocean tiles. No, I think we'll just stay put. Oh, I don't want to auto it though, actually. Yeah, see? These are the attacks. Hopefully, we can just defeat them. Yeah, look, this is brilliant. 1 unit down. Now, they'll shoot me again 3 times with their land-based units. Then I'll take another one down. Now they're only attacking me twice. Oh, it's going to be a close race. Next turn we'll be able to take that archer down and then it will be a 1v1 situation. Looks pretty realistic. Yeah, well, it is, I believe 30% is roughly realistic to the real world. I believe the real world roughly has around 70% oceans and 30% land. Maybe slightly less.
30 farmers' quarters is quite a mile.
Okay, fire! 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 It's going to be a really close fight, but I think we might just lose in the last minute. That's a shame. But man, we did it. We took out 3 units with 1 boat. I consider that a great success, to be honest. Also, just for the militarist stars. And we are a militarist culture, don't forget, as the Norse. They're not a monetary culture, so we are obliged to fight. In which case, actually, let's fight some people. I'm going to train up 4 more boats. See if you can find her. And also not forget too much about the fact that I want research quarters here as well as market quarters. I just want every quarter, basically. Oh my god, Benombi, I see the orange out the corner of my eye and my heart skips a beat. Benombi with a $20 super chat says... oh god. Is that a copyright song? I'm not sure. Will I get DMCA'd if I sing it? Mayhap I'll just talk it. What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? There you go, you got an early in the morning out of me, but I don't want to do any more in case I get copyright strike. Okay. This is not a singing stream. Just so you know. Has the AI ever taken a counteroffer? Yes, Donnie, but very rarely. Very rarely. It has happened, I think, once or twice. The thing with the counteroffers is they're quite expensive. And unless the AI's been playing a merchant culture, they're unlikely to be storing a lot of money. I think they just spend it immediately to try and get maximum gains, which makes sense. Why would you store it? And so a lot of the time, the AI will reject it, not because they're not willing to pay for it, but simply because they prefer to spend their money on infrastructure and districts as a priority. Like I'm going to do here with this Naust. What kind of yields have we got? 27 food and 5 money. That's pretty dang good. That's pretty dang good. And there's an army of boats in a turn. Fantastic. Let's sail over to Thebes and sink some units. Let's also send this fairly miserable army over as well. We can claim some territories out here too, which we should probably focus on doing. Kind of important. We'll hoover up Nock into our empire. That's a free city with a harbour that's going to give us 41 food. Absolutely brilliant. Get the harbour infrastructures in place first and foremost. Actually, let's just get all of the necessary infrastructures in place. And then maybe follow up with a couple of districts. Nock, unlike the spiffing Brit, didn't build 1 million districts for us, so a fairly cheap take. And I'm going to use these units to claim land, right? Send them out far and wide, reach out your tendrils, and let's see what we can do. Let us see what we can do. Yay, and my overlays are working properly now as well. The top one shows the most recent donor, and the bottom one shows the top 2 donors of the week, I think. Or the session. Either the week or the session. I'd have to check. Maybe even the month, actually. I think it's the month. No, it can't be. It must be the week. Keep exploring? Yeah, baby. Let's plot out this land. My god, we have a lot in it. Look at this! We're moving 9 tiles now, thanks to the Lighthouse of Alexandria and the Norse, largely, providing us with a whole load of extra movement. There's Standing Army, which is important because it buffs these future thingy-mabobbies. Also, it's quite important for us to get iron. And I need to queue up these harbours. Oh, look. Don't tempt me! What an absolute cluster this is. There's just too many harbours here. Why did this empire build 6 harbours in this cove? It makes not a single ounce of sense. Yeet. Cool. Alright, this is going really well. I am so happy with this game so far. This is wicked. This is everything I wanted from a naval game and more. And you can actually become a swordsman if you want to just quickly bounce back to the Lighthouse of Alexandria and glitch inside of that. Nice. Bring you back there. And send you... Or maybe just finish in coastal. And then let's send out the absolute fleet. The strongest fleet we can claim so far. There's currently a bug that makes the naval STR bonus for the Norse apply on land units. Is that right, Demo? I did not know that. Jumping back and forth between YouTube and Twitch feels like ADHD. Oh, it's a lot to juggle, isn't it? Hey, we've got 10 people watching on Twitch. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you. And we're still at triple-digit live viewers on YouTube. My goodness, what a time to be alive. Alright, let's fight. Mate, do we declare war, even? We could be ready to declare a war here. We need to get our military stars anyway. We're not getting a lot out of them at the minute. Do we have any crisis points? No. They have 2 grievances against me that they're not pushing, and I have none against them. We could try and build up to have proper war score. A formal war wouldn't give us the treacherous badge. We'll see how we go. Might actually split those 2 out as well. Next turn, obviously, because I know what I'm doing. And split them apart, because I think at the moment we have absolute naval superiority, and I don't think the fleet necessarily... Nice move. I don't think the fleet necessarily needs to stick in a 4, because I think even as a 2 they'd probably be okay. Jeez Louise, the Norse boat. I know, right? Absolutely zooming along, Jay. Absolutely zooming. Look at our movement. I mean, we've got 7 on our freaking land units. It's incredible. Let's declare war now. I think we're ready. We need to get our military stars as the Norse. Very important. So we're just going to have to take the surprise war rather than building up to that 80% war support threshold, which at the moment, because we don't have any grievances to push, is going to take me 7 turns. Quick maths. So we'll just go for a surprise war. Surprise! The sullen Mayans! Aww. Look at that face. I do not fear you. Famous last words. Clip it. Yeah, you would run. And you can come up here, and this is going to be a wonderful siege on the city of Thebes. Really a dream siege. And then we do want to claim this territory, likely somewhere inland. But we'll see. What are you? 2 more warriors. Man, we got a lot of warriors. Sure. And you're auto-exploring. Okay, great. We should probably put this one on auto-explore too, to be fair. But I kind of enjoy sailing about. We just have so many movement points. It is fantastic. Let's go into this narrow passage and hopefully there's a way through. Yes. Brilliant. Whoa. Whoa. What the heck? Oh man, we need to get, we need a card to, first and foremost, build your harbours, you lazy. And then secondly, get your iron, you lazy. But actually, before all of that, we'd like to get some units to, take these territories. And I reckon we'll go with scouts here instead of swordsmen. And I'm going to get 4 of them and send them in 4 different directions, probably. Where are you spawning? There. Nice. They probably don't need any boats, so we'll just build them. I suspect this is the new world. It may not be, but I suspect it probably is. And as the Norse, we're positioned very well to take it. Oh, look, a boat. Do you want to see this play out? I won't manual all of them, but kind of funny. Kind of funny. Get at me, war stick. Huge war support in the chat. Absolutely right. Let's slip the cogs of war, Liam. Absolutely brilliant. A naval Caesar. Too good. And yeah, I mean, this is going to be a no-brainer, but I kind of like intimidating them with all of my boats. Boom. Boom. Sink him. Done. And sail over top of him for good measure. Nice. And now we have some melee units who have a huge amount of movement, but can't quite get there this turn. Another wanderer can be claimed. Oh my goodness. There's a lot going on. +1 food per faith is very good. I'm just wondering if there's anything that could help our sea game a bit better. Probably not. Angor who? Angor what? It had to be said. And shout out to Rogan, who streams on the Amplitude channel, Mr. Rogan, who also loves a good Angor what joke. Let's grab it. And as I say, these guys are going to go out and just claim everything. You are going to be sent to the far north, to the north, where we spend hours and hours in boring scenes, doing nothing. God, that was an awful Sean Bean. Never will I ever again. Formal apologies. Alright, so, as I say, span them out far and wide. We've got huge movement, so it takes us no time at all as the Norse to get there. And we also tend to not suffer a lot of damage, right, from being in coastal. Like, we don't care about rough waters. We just go and go and go. And speaking of, I'm going to put this guy, the absolute legend himself. What? Name him after Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat. And send him off his merry way. And this city looks pretty ready to siege. Unfortunately, of course, these units can't really do a lot unless they come out of the city. So it's a little bit of a tricky siege, but it should be okay. I'm going to manual it because I'm afraid of what the AI will do in terms of positioning units. Just going to pull people back from the coastline in case the AI would like to come out and fight. Did they sortie me, or are they... Yeah, so they chose to sortie by the looks because I'm defending my flag, right? So they are obliged to come out and take the flag if they want to win the fight, and that will probably incentivize them to do that. So what I'm... They probably won't move for it until round 3 though. Let's see. Yes, it's worked as intended. And it's worked... Oh, shoot, it's not worked as intended because they had a couple of boats. Thankfully, here's some I prepared earlier. And we need to destroy their boats instantly, otherwise they'll sink all of my units. And actually it looks like we're fairly evenly matched here. Yeah, that is not ideal. Have you attacked me on boats? Damn you, you have. But we're actually even combat strength because my boats are buffed brilliantly. Oh, I'm very worried about what's going to happen to these units here. We need to find a way to get up in the walls, otherwise we just can't take the city at all. And it looks like there's no real easy way around either. Maybe we run? Let's run over that way, because the boats won't be able to get back to this unit, so that unit is safe. I should have sent the other one there, actually. That would have been the play. But I kind of didn't think about it. We'll leave the flag, because who needs a flag? You're kind of just doing nothing there. I think that's our round over. Yeah. Yeah, a couple of weak shots there by the boats. We'll sink this one. Actually, let's move on this one on the flag. This one is much more important, right? We sink this, they don't have the flag. Yeah, eat it. Absolutely eat it. Poor movement by me, but it worked. And here we are, we've made landfall on not one, but 2 city positions. And this is great because I suspect that these are just crappy peasants. Yes, they are. Who we should out-tech by, a 50% extra combat strength. Brilliant. The siege of Thebes, thanks to our boats, has gone fantastically well. Oh! Did he? Oh, Scott is such a legend. Scott, if you're listening, baby, come back. Jumbo, just talked to Scott and he made you a present. I sent it to you on Discord. Thank you so much, Huck. I'll have a look at that as soon as I possibly can. That is wicked. Oh my god. And these units... Ooh. Actually, these guys are having a really tough time. Get back out of there. We've got the flag, so we technically don't need to lose this swordsman. But we will, of course, have to siege the city again. So, we are going to have to try round 2. Maybe in that case I do just send the swordsman and then... Yeah, fine. Unfortunately, the boats don't have any ranged attacks, so they're somewhat useless now that they've sunk the enemy fleet. Oh boy. Woof. There's a lot of reinforcements on the way. Holy moly. Lucky we've got boats. We need boats with guns. That's what we need, clearly. We need to just be able to fire at the peasants from the sea. Because land units, not really what we're focusing on. Boats, though. See if you can find her. Right, let's move back to the flag. And take the victory once the battle ends. It's going to take a few more turns because it's technically a city siege, but I don't actually have anything to siege the city with. I've just got my boats. Who needs stability? Back over here in the Promised Land. You do, Biblibos. So let's give you that. Can I buy a harbour? Not quite. That's okay. Boom, 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 boom. Ta-da! And let's move on. More. Oh, okay. That's in English territory. Oh, yikes. That's all English. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. Need to also check these outposts that I'm building my harbours everywhere.
So
right?
now we have the
Kind of
harvest
important.
neighbours.
Boom, boom,
Raiders on
boom.
horseback. It's going
Connect
to be
all of the resources. But also I don't want to fall too low on influence because I need quite a lot of it to claim all of this new world.
alone
So,
on new lands.
there we go. Uninhabited continent. It is indeed the new world. This is going to be very bountiful for us. And one of the key strengths to playing the Norse is that they're the best at New World. Absolutely the best. How are we doing over on Twitch? Rip units. Oh. We're doing good. Doing good. Great success. Alright. Yeah, the land units got wrecked, but the sea units will survive. So that just signals to me that we should probably focus on them a bit more and probably focus on these guys a little bit less. Although it wouldn't hurt to connect a standing army somewhere. Might just bring these guys back to Biblibos for the time being. Maybe bring this one to Knock, just for a bit of stability in the cities. Seen as they're just kind of standing around doing nothing. And again, speaking of standing around doing nothing, this is an absolute stalemate because they don't want to come out to the ocean to take the flag. And I obviously can't sail my boats up on land because... well, they don't have legs.
Fascinating, the Persians.
So we just have to draw this out. And I do win the siege, the battle, but I didn't actually take the city, right? So, won the battle, but did not take the city. And looky here, our boats are ready to upgrade. So let's try and send them back to friendly land, which actually feasibly should be this. Why have we not claimed this? Yep, that's good spawn. Buy you now. Cool. I'll just get a scout rider to help us out. Oh my goodness, we got a new religion. Oh, Mick gang! He's no baby on the papa. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Okay, do we have another harbour boost? I don't think we do in this tier. This is the crappy tier. Or, I mean, I suppose we could get +1 naval movement speed with gluttony, and also build boats cheaper. That's probably the play, right? Science? No. War support? Who cares? Industry is fantastic. Money per trade routes? Usually very good. Not so much for us now. I think gluttony is the pick, actually. Oh, Wicked Huck. Oh, that is fantastic. Oh, how good. Enjoy, my friend. Thank you so much for your help. Admin leaves. Everything turns to custard. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not afraid to flex the banhammer. And I'm looking at you, Octopus. I'm not. Or am I? The plot thickens. Alright, let's claim this for more harbours, but also for, ooh, that is really bad industry, though. If we build one with 2 industry, it'll never get built. And we don't really even need industry because we have, we don't really even need food because we have harbours. So I'm going to position this somewhere where the industry is high. Like, actually just there. That's totally fine. Because the higher the industry, the faster the outpost is built, and then we can use our harbour to bring in a ludicrous amount of food. So that is the game plan. Let's repeat it again there, and let's repeater the great it again up here when we can. Probably over this way somewhere. I see industry. My god, I have so much movement. Actually, it probably was back there. Yeah. Oh, there's +2, +2, +3. Kind of juicy, but nah, it's there, I think. And I reckon we just send one off just into the sunset, right? Plot out the world for me, my friend. Ooh, and a new players enter. Who do we have here? We have Beowulf, the Ahmed Persians, with the glitchiest beard you've seen in your entire life. Looks like Dumbo the Flying Elephant about to take off. And then we have the Huns. Moo. Kind of boring. They're in second, which makes sense because they're the Huns. Could consider trading with them.
So, tell me.
They have no luxuries. Immediately, I'm breaking the trade. There's no point trading with someone if you've got nothing to trade back from them, really. You get a one-off gold boost, and that's it. So, is it worth it? No. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Shorty. I'm glad. Look at this. Honestly, I mean, the unit's weak as heck. It's only 19 combat strength, but it doesn't need to be strong, because that's not its purpose. Its purpose is just to hoover up land. Oh, nom, 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 hoover it all up. Learning on cities would be good to get our boats faster. We are really struggling with that, so I'm going to chuck in learning. And maybe, if I can, get some of these precious, precious research quarters down too. Although, actually, this city is crying out for market quarters more than anything, probably. All of its districts kind of suck. Let's get it infrastructure instead, then. Like walls. Go Knock. And actually, Knock, you can really grow if we attach this up to you. Yeah, baby. Yeah, that is what I'm talking about. Need to start attaching these as well. And lots of strains on my influence generation at the minute. Let's send you to... Oh, we need more here, don't we? Yeah, we do. Let's get another scout. Send this one just quickly over there. And then that one will go over probably there first and foremost. And actually, we kind of need another one still, but I'll come back to it. Because first, a word from our sponsor, Garrisons. Stability. Great success. And more science quarters, I think. All the science. Kerma would love a territory to attach to. Oh, Kerma, you could take this one. That doesn't have a harbour. What? There you go. No, but that one should probably go to this place. Yes. Thank you. Oh, thank you. And you can get a holy site, because why not? Boom, boom, boom. And a cheeky little bit of wonderful infrastructure. Love it. Amazing. And what the heck is going on here? We have 4 swordsmen in the sea. You know what happens to swordsmen in the sea? They stink and sink. Let's do it. I'll immediately take the flag and then move in for the old encircle maneuver, thanks to my incredible movement. Although it turns out I actually didn't need to do that, because my combat strength was so overwhelming that I could have just wiped them all out. However, waiting for a bit has allowed that boat to spawn in, so we get to take that down too. Forward! Back onto the flag. The boat is the bigger threat here, but I can sink that with one shot, so we might as well. And then boom, boom, boom! The naval warfare continues! How brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Stability. There's a lot of land for a no land. So yeah, Cyclone, we are on the minimal land. 30%, the absolute minimum. Yeah, I love that they added the randomness too, but now I get stuck with AI the default randos instead of my subscribers. So maybe I have to go back to manually picking people again. I probably do, actually. Ooh, a swordsman stepped out. We'll take him down. Brilliant. Oh, we're actually... Right. So there was actually an archer also plinking at me. That's a shame. But not the end of the world. Absolutely going to upgrade these boats as soon as I can. See if you can find her. You can just station there. Try and lift up the stability a bit. The stability! Come on. I didn't mean to send you there. Please come back. Baby, come back. Thailand? Oh, very nearly. Somewhere in here, there's probably a good outpost. Hey, there is! Mount Roraima! Horses, copper, and iron. What a dream. What a dream start this would have been. The 2 early game strategics, plus coastline, plus wander for +5 influence and +10 stability on cities. So good. You wait right there. And smash it down. Just like you smashed the like button, winky face. It's not funny. Alright. 612, pretty good. Again, favouring industry over food, because we have these harbours that are giving us 40 or 50 food, potentially, at a time. So, really don't need to worry about food too much on our outposts. And you can smash that one down. Would have been better down here, because this is forest, so it's providing 2 industry, whereas this is only providing 1 as woodland, but it's okay. It doesn't take too long. Not worth the extra time to sail over, probably, is the truth. And then I might send these units down to Knock, now that they've sort of served their poi-pois. You, though, you have more claiming to do. This time I won't make the same mistake. I'm going to head to the forested one instead of the foodie ones and the woodland ones. Always settle the forested island, I think. Or almost always, anyway. I can't think of many situations where it would be the wrong thing to do. What are you doing? Probably cruising around here. Yeah, brilliant. Hey, we're also painting the map red, which was an unintended consequence, to be totally honest, but it's working. Station in Babylon. Try and lift up that stability. We will... Babylon is actually growing incredibly quickly, and it's almost going to be full on jobs, so I might not buy its harbour with all of that cash. I might save that for upgrades and buying units. Because we do need to get our... Oh, hello. You right, Chief? Hey? A little bit confused? I'll help you. I've got something that will really help you. See if you can find a boat. Let's train another fleet, I think, now that we've got quadremes. Train 4 of those in Kerma. Kerma's still desperately looking for a territory to attach to. Let's help it out. I'll take the 10-6 that time. Ooh, around there would have been really good, but that's okay. Oh my goodness, it's time for us to move through to the next era as well. Jeepers. Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those sneakers? Who's the naval culture in this one? I always forget. Went swimming in honor of my naval game? Not really, and just got back looking good. We are looking good, aren't we? Yeah. You're gonna paint the town red. Incredible. Okay. Oh, it's the Dutch. Or the Venetians. Oh shoot, we're gonna have to run a poll for this one. Dutch or Venetians? Yeah. I'll run through them, but just before I do, we'll run a poll. Venetians and Dutch. Let your votes be heard. Okay, so they're both merchants, so their abilities don't change. The Venetians provide money for trade routes and money for naval trade routes. Their emblematic district provides influence, which is actually quite nice, and money, and it counts as a market quarter, and their galleass is really nice. But it would take us a long time to get gunpowder, but it is a beautiful unit. Really, really cool. Over on the Dutch side of things, we have +1 money per population, a much better trait for us, considering we're not trading with anybody, and there really isn't anybody we can trade with. The VOC warehouse provides money and 20 money per adjacent harbour. We have a lot of harbours, so we can probably get a pretty good adjacency bonus out of that. And then last but not least, we have the fleet, pronunciation help needed. It is a weaker unit than the Venetians, but it is much easier for us to build. It does not require gunpowder. For me, I think it has to be Dutch all day, baby. We're going to get rich. We're going to upgrade our ships almost instantly as soon as we search... As soon as we research 3-masted ship. And it's a worse unit, but don't forget we have a lot of combat buffs to it already. My pick would be the Dutch, but I'm happy to play the Venetians if it's what you'd like to see me play. Totally. It's a shame that we can't build a galleass, but we will get units. We'll get the torpedo boat a bit later as well, which will help us out with that kind of stuff. So, not the end of the world. And killing this one unit will give me my military star. So I'm going to go boom, 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 and buy out this fleet so that next turn I can start to sail over there and get them. Could consider sending one of these, but I don't think that's worthwhile. You're just waiting there, and you are trying to get back to friendly territory. Yeah, look at all my harbours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here in the capital. There's a little cluster here. We can probably get, I don't know, we can get at least a plus, well, we can only get a +20, but that's alright. Over here, there's 2 adjacent harbours, so there's a +40. Here as well, I've planned it so that we can get the adjacency for the +40. I've thought ahead a little bit this time. Which is, regular viewers will know, very unlike me. Are we coming close to my most liked stream? In recent memory, absolutely yes. What are we on? We are on 118. Oh, actually no, not quite. We had a recent one that got to like 160 or 170. I don't think we'll quite get there yet. I mean, we've still got 100 live viewers, and we've had over 2,500 unique viewers over the course of the stream. So, to put that into perspective, we absolutely could get 200 likes. But, you know, unlikely, because most people, totally fair, don't bother. Let's upgrade and heal these units. Boom. And let's send them up there. They can get there much faster than the backup fleet. So we might send the backup... What are you doing? Might send the backup fleet over to Thebes in that case. Try and hold this, this sort of naval passage, if you will. He knows boats. He speaks like a boat boy. That's what they'll say. I kind of need, frustratingly, another unit here to claim this horse island. So let's just buy an archer and yeet them over there 5 turns later. Buster Blader. There's a reference. Nobody will get. Okay, let's sink this boat. No, don't run away from me. I need my military star. Damn you. Anyone else got a military star for me? Potentially one there. How are you doing? The English getting very angry at me. I refuse to demand. Try and bait them into fighting me. Which territory is the next most important one to claim? I actually think it's this one moving towards Thebes. Even though it's not the best one, I think it is important. So let's grab it. My influence generation's starting to get pretty bad. Yet my stability is actually mostly good. And I'll just fix it here. Get some strategic spawn points dotted about. With some goodies. And actually probably build them first. Lace them through. Keep us at max stability. Max stability, of course, doubles our influence generation. So pretty important. While we're trying to go out and claim a whole load of territory. And having never chosen an aesthetic culture this game, quite important that we focus on keeping our stability high. Yep, that's right. I'm focusing on stability. Who am I and what have I done with the real Jumbo? Aren't Joyson naval too? They're a scientist. Science! But they do have a really cool boat. A really cool boat. Yeah. Yeah. But other than that, they're not naval. Like, they don't have a harbour, for example. And I'm quite interested in picking up some harbours. Some more harbours. The more harbours, the merrier. So many individual viewers. Yeah. It's true. And that's usually about right as well. There's usually around 2 or sort of 1.5 to 3,000 unique viewers throughout a stream. And at any given time, there'll be 50 to 150 people watching, depending on the game and the day and what else is going on. And also, to be fair, how widely the algorithm has decided to push the stream. If the algorithm buries it, no one will see it. If the algorithm pumps it, everyone will. To date, I believe the very first True Earth map live stream that I did, I'm pretty sure that VOD has crossed over 50,000 views now. And do you want to know why? It's because it was the most liked, the most engaged with, and the most viewed live stream, so YouTube was pumping it. We got 500 likes on it. It was insane. This was when Humankind just came out, for context, so there were maybe 10 times as many people watching Humankind as there are now. It was just insane. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was literally in shock after it. Like, it was just nuts. I'd gone from having 2 people watch me play Civ 5 to like 50,000. It was just incredible. I'm just so grateful for it. Sorry, I'll stop rambling on. Let's build some more science and some more stability. You betcha. Also, the garrison improvement infrastructure, great for stability. So let's get that online. And maybe another garrison in a card here as well. We'll just garrison up Port Halong Bay. It doesn't look like that in real life, I'm sure. You liked with all 8 arms. Yeah, it was. It was the early Humankind days where the channel just started to pick up, and it was before a lot of the regulars were here. My part 1 of The Last Airbender mod is live. Oh, Alec, I love The Last Airbender. Probably one of my favorite animes of all time. And I'm not really even a big anime viewer. In fact, I'm not. But it was probably like my favorite cartoon as a kid. I loved Avatar. I tried to watch it again, but just couldn't quite really vibe with it, unfortunately. But I still have a huge amount of respect for it. I'm assuming you said The Last Airbender, didn't you? Yes. Oh, thank God. I thought we were talking about James Cameron's Avatar. I was like, yikes. Yeah. That's my most viewed video, Octopus. The very first Civ 5 guide I posted as well is at 300k views, which is just nuts. 300,000 people cast their eyeballs over something. Like, wow. It's amazing. Let's insta-resolve, insta-success, get our military star. Are we at gold or at silver? We're at gold. Sweet. So it's time to move. Is it? Ooh, one more expansion I'll grab. Honestly, it's tempting to hang around and get the rest of these too, but I would quite like to move through quickly to ensure that we get our good boats as fast as we can. So I'm going to attach probably one territory to get the gold expansionist, and then we'll move through. I could probably even do that this turn. Can I do? Yes, I can. Up here, 92. So I can even splash a bit of cash on some iron. And a 63 food harbour. Somebody hold me down. Actually, we should build more harbours, shouldn't we? Maybe worth waiting for a couple more of those. Although the net benefit is maybe only 20 gold here or there. So probably not the end of the world if we miss it. Okay, let's connect you up anyway. Om nom nom. Any territories that would like a harbour before I go? Yeah, maybe over here in the New World. In Thailand, that's not Thailand. Budget Thailand. Get 5 science off that one. Brilliant. May as well do it down here too. Win in Rome. Oh, yeah, actually over there is quite nice. And you can get a harbour too. Well, how about that? That is fantastic. I feel like we extracted a lot of value out of the Norse there at the very last moment. Get the horses and copper and stuff improved too, and then focus in on all of these luxuries. This is probably my stability sorted here, actually. Probably. Oh, it was my Civ 6 content. Oh, cool. I actually have relatively limited amount of Civ 6 content compared to 5 and now Humankind. It's still a game I love very much, but I'm very rusty on it. Here's the honest truth. I'm kind of afraid to live stream it because I haven't played Civ 6 in ages, and I'm gonna be bad. That's the honest truth. I love Civ 6, but I'm just not... I just don't think I'm experienced enough, especially in the last 2 or 3 years. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I know what I'm doing. Like, I have guides, I know how housing works, I know the fundamentals, and I've taught the fundamentals on my channel, but I just feel like I'm too rusty to play it now. I'm like an old... I'm like... I won't give that analogy. That's offensive. I will refrain. I think we're still at war here, aren't we? We are, and we're winning by a long shot, so we will eventually win this war. Let's sail over here with our new boats and sink 8 units. Let's try it anyway. Oh, okay, no, they did run. Good sign. Any backup? Probably not. You've been here since 3K. Oh, that's wicked, Dio. How good. That was right around the time, I think, that the channel experienced a significant amount of growth. The 3 to 10K was very fast. It's slowed down a heck of a lot now, and that's no secret. And honestly, it probably should be expected. But it may jump up again, depending on, you just can't predict it. It's a wild beast. A wild, unpredictable beast. There's Seafaring Mastery. Finally. Finally! Unlocked. You now, frustratingly, probably want to come back here and upgrade, right? Because we can't claim this territory just yet. Yeah. And you are just in range to upgrade. So at the moment we've got 30 combat strength and we're a boarding vessel. The upgrade takes us to 36 combat strength and a skilled navigator. So we take a lot less damage for being in the water. Not that that really bothers us anyway, because we're... Look at our movement. I can sail across what is effectively the Pacific Ocean in like a turn. It's amazing. This one is less important, so I might just hold out for this one. Also, where did that archer go that was going to claim Horse Island? I think I just told them to sit there instead. Whoops. Whoops! We carried on that Civ 6 logic. None of us were broadcast on the internet either. No. Well, yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point. I don't know, I just feel like there are already a lot of people who play Civ 6, and there are a lot of people who play Civ 6 very well. And as much as I love the game, and as much as I could probably compete with some of them sometimes, I just feel like, why would you watch me play it when you can watch someone much better than me? Like, I wonder, do I add value, basically? Do I add value playing Civ 6? Is my question. Or do I add more value to the community and to the channel and to what we do by playing Civ 5 or Humankind? I argue I, on balance, probably add more value with the latter two. That's not to say I'll never play Civ 6 again. I will. You have my word. But do I add more, what do I add more value to at the moment? Maybe not Civ 6. If it gets some new content, though, I will jump all over it. Absolutely. But again, we don't know. Like, Civ 7 could be... They could have an announcement trailer coming out in a few days that announces Civ 7. Or we could be years away from it. There could be another DLC run for Civ 6. There could be a spin-off, right? Beyond Earth 2? Did somebody say Beyond Earth... Oh, wait, nobody did. Anybody? Somebody did. Way over there. Beyond Earth 2! Yeah, right. But, you know, there could be a spin-off. Sid Meier's Pirates remastered, please. Who knows what they're planning, but I would love to know what they're planning. You're the value? I don't think so. A badly played Civ game can be very entertaining. Okay, you are actually twisting my arm. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But also appreciate the go with my gut. I would love yelling. Yeah, well, to be honest, you would probably teach me. You would probably teach me more than I could teach you at this point. Civ 6 has pirates. Oh yeah, it does too. Civ 6 has a lot of cool modes. Yeah, you're right. Actually, maybe we could diversify a little bit. Because the other thing with Civ 6 is that the strategy, I think, is fairly well paved. If you want to beat Civ 6 on deity, follow these steps. It's fairly well paved. But maybe there's opportunity around the edges with mods or with those fun modes like the Battle Royale mode, the Pirates mode. There are a few others that I can't remember off the top of my head. Most of them are innate in the game, of course, like the heroes and that kind of thing. But, yeah. Yeah, you're convincing me. You're convincing me a little bit. Maybe we do a Civ 6 live stream later this week. Actually, I'm pretty sure you voted overwhelmingly for Civilization 6 in my most recent channel poll, too. So, all the more reason, perhaps. Watch this space. Watch this space. Maybe Thursday your time, Friday mine. Maybe. Well, yeah. Mark it down as a maybe. This looks like a fight that we can absolutely win. Let's just insta-resolve it before they... What?! You wanted bad gameplay. There it was. I tell you what happened there. My boats would have sailed up right at the coastline, sat at the coastline, and got shot by a whole load of archers. That's my guess. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Because obviously the smart way to play that fight... I insta-resolved it because I didn't want them to retreat, by the way. The smart way to play that fight was I just clicked whatever I could. Would have been to probably hang out here in the deep ocean. Right? So, let's try that again. Okay, that time they're going to run, which is totally fine. Nip you back this way for a cheeky 1-2 maneuver. You got me going in the background? Love it. Oh, yes, it's Thanksgiving. Of course it is. Oh, Tinker. Stop it. Stop it. I won't be able to fit through the doorway. My head will be too big. No, I do. I really appreciate the kind words. I really do. Because often there are also the opposite of those. So it's wonderful to hear. It is always wonderful to hear feedback. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Are you ready to claim this? Yeah, go on. Go on. Ooh. The trifecta? Ah, actually no. Let's look at this. Look at this. Saffron. Food. All over the show. Tea. Seems fitting. Horses, more importantly. Let's connect these, let's connect, like, horses and copper. Ooh, there's a gemstone. That's a kind of resource that I'd like. Grab the iron for the forge, and then maybe yeet over here and go cotton and tea. No, saffron and tea. Yeah, saffron and tea. Let's spend all of our influence, instead of claiming territories this turn, on hoovering up a whole load of luxuries. We now have a lot more tea and saffron. Yep, we got 3 saffron, so we're getting +6 food on farmers' quarters now. Brilliant. And stability, crucially, right? The same with tea, but to a lesser extent. It's a percentage multiplier, though, which probably makes it better in the late game. And you will never do what you need to do. The truth won't be silenced. 130 likes. Jeepers. How are we doing over on Twitch? Yes. I agree with you, Al. I totally agree with you. Totally agree. The saffron, right? All the saffron for the food. Because also, it doubles with our harbours as well, right? We're getting a lot of food from our Norse harbours. And actually, shoot, it's time to move. It's time to move. Let's take the Dutch. Boom. You voted, I believe, overwhelmingly in favour. Oh, not. Oh my god, it was a close vote! Where did I get overwhelmingly from? Jeepers. It was very close. 53% of people voted for the Dutch, and a whole lot of people voted for the Phoenicians. To be honest, kind of surprised about that. Anyway. Oh, thank you, Ben. Now I'm really not going to hit it. Now my head's so big I'm going to fly away. It's like a hot air balloon. It's like the freaking Hindenburg. Oh, yikes. Okay, who's next? You want some? I'll give it to you. Oh, please. Look at that retreat. He retreated from one army to the next. Eat it. Let's get the boys away from the city, for goodness sake. And sink da boats. Ooh, and I can even reinforce and sink you too. Great success. More militarism. I think we've already gone for gold. Yeah, we have, but that'll help us in our next era. It'll carry over. You also waiting just to claim a territory. That's fine. I reckon we keep going.
Geography, cartography, algebra.
How do I like the remakes? Oh my god, I'm gonna ramble about them forever, Octopus.
It seems the Dutch have both ships as well as pens and paper. Not to mention.
Good call, good call. How do I like the remakes? To be honest, I've only had about 4 hours to put into them so far, which sucks. I would love to be playing them all the time. But so far, really good. I think there's good quality of life improvements. I think the performance is better than Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield was a bit like kind of stuttery at time to time. So far, I haven't experienced that, although I am still relatively early in the game. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Pokemon Pearl was the... I can't remember how old exactly I was when it came out. I must have been... Like, I was I don't know, maybe 13 or something like that? 12? 14? I don't know, but Pearl was a game that I really fell in love with. It was like my favorite. I was like, oh my god, they've revolutionized Pokemon. You know, I went from playing on a Game Boy Advance, playing Ruby on a Game Boy Advance that I got from Cash Converters. Nobody will know what that is, probably. I assume it's not an international brand. I get this Game Boy Advance from Cash Converters. We retreat out of that fight, because we need to upgrade this boat. I get this Game Boy Advance, I play it for years and years and years to death, to the point where the B button doesn't even work anymore. And then I get a Nintendo DS and I get Pokemon Pearl and it changes my life. So I have a very soft spot in my heart for Diamond and Pearl, and the Sinnoh region as a whole as well. A beautiful region. A beautiful region, in my opinion. The map is laid out really well. Unlike IGN's 7.8 out of 10 too much water, there is not too much water, but there's some wonderful snowy regions and mountains. It's fantastic. I'll stop rambling. I might make a video on it, but I don't know how I would get gameplay for it, but I would love to release one in future. Shall we go +2 combat strength to double down, or shall we get the 3 holy sites? I think we get the 3 holy sites. Or no, actually, let's get the 50 science. That should get our boats a lot faster. And the 1 combat strength is nothing. Like, absolutely nothing. 2007. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like a secondhand... Yeah, like a secondhand shop. Yep. An old one. Although I think it still exists, actually. I would love to play a Nuzlocke, but I haven't. For my first playthrough... Jumbo has a heart, unfollow. No, I don't! It's not true! Go away! Nobody... No! I don't play Nuzlocks, but I would love to try one. And I know that we've talked about this before. I remember. I have not forgotten. About the Nuzlocke idea. I usually play... I am a completionist by nature. Absolutely. And so that comes through in me a little bit. I like to complete. I like to do all the fights. I use Pokeballs only. That's my That's my handicap. I use Pokeballs only, and I try to swap out my team. I try to build a team that I like, but also swap them out here and there so that they don't get too strong. I kind of like self-nerf myself a little bit in that way. I don't like to be too strong. I like to keep it as at a relative challenge. I would love them to add some sort of adult difficulty, but I understand in a G-rated game that might not be something that they would do. Alright, let's sink these. Let's absolutely look at this. Naval warfare at its finest. Insail the cogs. Jeeps. Go you. Absolutely beautiful. Resounding victory. We should be, even though we haven't taken a single city, we've won a lot of fights here. It's just too late to move our boats any closer too. It is what it is. I caught the feels, but then I quickly threw them away. Oh, here's someone else telling us it's a clickbait title. It's not! This is as little land as you can set! It's literally on the lowest setting possible! There must be some land, otherwise there would be no cities, right? This is 30% land. The least amount of land you can set. I did have a quick look to see if there were any mods that could help me out, but there weren't. Next time we'll try it on a custom map to reduce the land even further, absolutely. But this is all the default game. This is as ocean-y as the default game will let you do, mid. Just to let you know. Oh, this poor. We'll just leave that poor unit, and you as well. In fact, you have no purpose. You may as well just keep going. To my keen? Yeah, maybe over here actually, to the new world. Yeah, I like that. We should really get a city over here, but I think we want to get three-masted ship first, right? Here's our unique. Also colony plan, which means new cities are built with all of the infrastructure we could ever want. Oh, look, no hurry, Octopus. I wouldn't like to comment on when I would be able to try it as well. Like, I wouldn't want to say, like, complete it really quickly, and then I don't do it for 2 months, because that could very well be a thing, depending on what other games are releasing and how busy I am also being a human being. But that sounds really good. Yeah, I hate the cosmetic Pokeballs too. They're awful. Although, I don't know, as I become maybe a bit more sort of willing to enjoy the experience rather than trying to min-max it at every possible turn, I do find myself maybe thinking, Heal Ball could be kind of cool. Alright, so this district wants to be there or there, not there. We could make a lot more money if it was there. Wonder if we can bridge out to it. It's actually going to take ages and it's probably not worth it. So, hot take, I think you just build it as fast as you can. And don't really even worry too much about where you're building it. Yeah. It's a shame that it's a shame that it doesn't work like a garrison. It really should, I think. That would be quite an interesting buff for the Dutch. But for the time being, it's fine. Not the world's most wonderful district. But each one does provide +1 gold per population, don't forget. So all of these people are about to earn us a lot more money. The adjacency bonus is definitely a nice to have, but maybe not the end of the world. In my head, I had it that it was a floating district. I think I must have got confused with the Venetian one, right? I think maybe it's the Venetian one that is the floating district. But weirdly doesn't have much of an adjacency bonus. So, yeah, I don't know about that, Chief. Oh, we can get a harbour there, though. Sadly, just a basic harbour. Which is still providing 26 food. Pretty good. And then we can get the warehouse next to it. So that's a good little, quick build there. This one's going to be a fairly redundant one. Nice. Hey, Marty. No, it's not a harbour. Doesn't that suck? I do have to agree with Huck. I remember when Civilization 6 first came out, there were a lot of people, me included, who said, nah, this ain't it, Chief. Civ 5's where it's at. This ain't it. This experience ain't what I signed up for. And you know, give it a few years and actually it's arguably, probably most people, I dare say, would argue, the best edition that the franchise has ever had. And the most complete edition that the franchise has ever had. And I have a sneaking suspicion that Humankind, I don't think, will overtake Civ. It simply doesn't have the 30-year legacy that you might need to do that. But I am fairly confident that over Humankind's post-launch development over the next 2 years, it's going to receive a treatment somewhat similarly to what Civ 6 received. New features, overhauled features, more cultures, and overall a more well-rounded, deeply complex, but still easily consumable and enjoyable experience. That's my hope, anyway. And I can see that playing out. Okay, we won this war, but we didn't take a single city. So we can't take a city. Oh, we came so close to vassalizing them, though. Wow. So close. Oh, that's such a shame that we didn't just win a couple more fights. So what we'll do is, we'll force the war to end with literally just a payout, because we're not occupying any of the cities, so we don't actually have a right to them. But as soon as we get guns on our boats, we're going to go ham. And I think that probably means naval artillery and gunpowder, right? So let's move to gunpowder first, then naval artillery, because we're going to need to connect the gunpowder before we can shoot the bombs. So that's our next mission, which means that science is a big thing for me. I want science. I'm going to leave the fleet here, I think. Station them in what will hopefully one day be a harbour. And now immediately try and just tech up as fast as we can. While also, of course, building districts that make us money. Money. Can I get a double harbour? Yes, I can. We'll just build over that. There we go. There's a nice double adjacency. 46 gold. How about it? And I'll just buy that outright, because we're spending money to make money in that case, so it's totally a no-brainer. It is a market quarter, am I right? Am I right? Maybe I'm not. Let's have a look. Here's a 29 food harbour. And you can have that. And we will bridge over to it with... Yeah, it does count as a market quarter. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, what we'll do is... I'll try and bridge that gap. Our market quarter is becoming quite expensive because we have a lot of them. Because we've played merchant cultures only. Yikes. I can't believe the people that made Sonic remember how to make a good game. I know, right? Sega actually have produced some really impressive strategy games. Don't forget, they also own Creative Assembly, so all of the Total War franchise is Sega. They also own... Oh, why does that third one escape me? Amplitude, Creative Assembly, and Relic Entertainment. They own Relic Entertainment as well. A couple of good games out of them. Slightly more indie, but a couple of good games there. Counter, they'll refuse it because they don't have the money. And that's fine with me, because I don't want to trade with them anyway, because I don't need them. Who is this? Mercenaries from Thai. A bit odd. My stability's fine though, isn't it? 100. That one isn't. Oh, that one isn't either. Okay, let's fix that. Maybe with some Sons of Gary? Yeah, probably has to be. Kind of useful to have effective spawn points though, as I say every time. So we'll build... maybe we want to spawn up there as well. Yeah. We'll do the industry first though. That sort of makes sense. In fact, it may even make sense just to buy this cheap infrastructure to try and speed it up. The food from harbours also maybe a reasonable pick. Give you your boost to stability immediately. That'll take you up to a hundo. And then we'll lace those throughout while also buying the watermill. Cool. So we're just kind of SimCity'd Knock a bit. And it's looking much better. Let's also give some resuscitation and love in to Kerma. Ooh. What do you call that? Oh yeah, we need to build those districts, don't we? Okay. Maybe just a holy site then. Go on, Kerma. Bob's your uncle. We'll just finish that in a turn. Brilliant! And we're away laughing. Oh, yes, that's right. We had this boat. I guess just sail around that way. Goodbye. Do trade. Might bounce back and grab this island before moving around through the rest of that. And I think, yeah, we have this guy coming over too. So we're actually doing fairly well. Oh, the Dutch. Why the Dutch? Jumbo slowly makes his way to -2 million influence. Yeah. What a stream that was. -2 million influence. How about it? How are we doing over on Twitch? Doing good. Alan enraged. Hey, oh, good to see you, Alan. I also just noted a regular viewer followed me on Twitter, and I was going to shout you out, but I lost it. Sorry. Oh, you guys are so cool. We have the best little community. I'm just gonna put it out there and hope that nobody challenges me on that. Alrighty. You don't really need to exist. Get the +26 harbour rather than the 36 because I'll probably build the Dutch district right there and make a lot of money off that harbour, right? Oh, look, you may as well plot out this. Maybe there's another territory down here somewhere. Who knows? In fact, there is actually one over there. So let's keep moving. I wonder. Yeah, let's just infrastructure a card up. Go for the industrial ones. Maybe another industrial district. Not bad. Another job. Yeah, totally. Get the science. Actually, probably more important because I'm trying to build my science. And in fact, let's prioritize science over gold in our cities as we move through them and start to, you know, build them more stuff. Ooh, and look at that harbour next to that Dutch district. 29 gold. Yeah, baby. Brilliant. Bibbly Boss, Science, and...
Incredible. 10 territories.
As it does not add anything useful to the city or outpost. +1 Science on research quarters. Whoops. We don't have a single research quarter in the capital. What? Oh, Chief. Let me help you out. Jeez. There you go. There's 3 around that iron. Come on. And like I say, keep the fleet stationed. As soon as we can strap guns to them, we will. Mark my words. Mark. Boom. Cog. And then we'll send this cog back out to explore the world, I think. Lots of world exploring to be done.
For the legend you have created is second to none.
Whew. Whew. What is that? Kind of odd. Doing good. Doing good, Alan. I hope you are too. I love your like artwork, by the way. Your character, what is the word I'm looking for? Your profile picture. I love it. On YouTube or Twitter. Wherever I've seen it, I like it. Okay. Oh, look at this. Surely we move here next, right? Yeah. Yes. Yes. This is absolutely where I'm going to splash a whole load of influence. But like I say, I should actually be saving up for another city. Maybe we even burn down one of our existing ones, honestly. Strategically, I think it makes sense to build it in the middle because I can get Harbour, Dutch District, gold quarters around. Yeah, and also this is where the coastal tiles are, so the harbour there makes a lot of sense. In which case, there I think is the best spot. Because then I go harbour, just gold, and just win with money. Yes, good point, Ben. Surely. Amsterdam Colony 101. Yes. Yeah, we got a lot of strategics as well. That's the beauty here. Look at this. This will probably be the first game ever that we don't run out of iron. And uranium. And we can actually build some nuclear submarines not in a dumb place and make the most of them. Okay, now that we know how this works, clearly I want to build the harbour here. Right, because that will be a double adjacency. I could get a triple down there, but I don't think it's worth building a whole load of... Actually, I kind of want to go for the triple. And we can build garrisons to avoid the stability, right? We don't need to build non-garrisons. So we can go garrison, dollar bills. Oh no, we have to go out that way now. We'll let that finish and then revisit it, I think. Maybe if I have a bit of cash to get... Like, we should probably get the industrial infrastructure in place. Ooh, and this city's actually full on jobs. So it does need more districts. Alright. Maybe it was good that I focused in on that now then. I think that's a garbage settle. I think that's the one that we just wait for, right? End turn. We'll just sit on this island. If someone comes by, we'll shoot them. If they don't, we won't. Who cares? How much to absorb your cheapest city? Yeah, another good question. Could check the absorb costs. I don't have military architecture yet, though, so I can't do it. That's why it hasn't been popping up. As soon as we unlock military architecture, we'll check. Hey, here's our Dutch boat upgrade. I'm hoping it upgrades along the same line as these. It does not. Well, I mean, I don't want all these cogs in that case. And I kind of want this to be my new city, don't I? 1380. Okay. Well, I think we'll make that a new city, because this will be an important forward outpost against Thebes, right? So we want to have a strong base there. In which case, I will not claim this beautiful strategic trifecta. I'll just station myself. We do need a new Dutch colony here as well, though. Yeah. Military architecture. Where are you now? Did anybody see me just try and type military architecture? I typed milk with a 9 in it, and then I hit equals twice. I'm just gonna get a glass of water. Milk. Milk. Alright. Rehydrated. With 70% ocean. Military architecture. No. Right. Sure. We'll take you after we've done everything else. And you, my friend, shall run down here. And avoid that. Oh, no, 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 you went the wrong way. We don't want to fight that boat. Oh, you really don't want to fight those people. And nope. Back I go. Screaming milk at the top of my lungs. Yeah, I think you're right, Ben. To be honest, it's a mechanic in the game. The whole transport function, embarked units. It's a mechanic that I've put less effort into as well. Like, obviously, I broadly understand it, but it's... And how it works and how they get damaged over time and blah, blah, blah. But it's a strange one. It could maybe use some slight clarification on dev side. Fanatical, $150, or unexpected consequences. What is it going to do to my ideology axis? Not a lot, really. Let's go unexpected consequences. I'm feeling lucky. I'm feeling lucky today.
I think we can undertake a
I am angry.
your presence in
With 5 research quarters dedicated.
We've only just built our 5th research quarter and we're halfway through the game.
Your empire becomes one
That's
of the
good.
giants outside the globe.
I did well. +1 science on holy sites, 1% that is, or faith and stability on our research quarters. I think we go for the +1 science on holy sites. +1%. We have a few. It's kind of garbage, actually. We'll get our second city for sixth city first, I should say. And it's going to be this one. Revode. Boom. Amsterdam. Warehouse. Science. Yes. And industry. And money? What did I just build there? Oh yeah, the district. Yeah, sure. So let's put some money next to it. Maybe a cheeky land spawn right over there as well, so that our units can just go boop, boop, boop over 3 tiles. We'll buy the warehouse, seeing as these districts are very cheap. In fact, you know what? Let's just splash a bit more cash in Amsterdam. Damn, that was a good build. Sorry, I couldn't resist. And we'll go research along all the way around this, actually. Screw it. Going heavy on science. Wouldn't hurt also to extract a wee bit of food so that we have food jobs for food people to foodly grow. So we might try for a couple of those where we can too. Cool. And oh my goodness, we're ready to move through to the next era. Going quite quickly today. Civic that uses money for claims. Oh, Ben, my hero. Let's do that abso-freaking-lutely. Hey, Major Terror. Nice to see you over on Twitch. Thanks so much for tuning in. We still, by the way, have roughly 10 viewers on Twitch. One of them is me, and one of them is Huck, and probably one of them are a couple of you. But anyway, we've got 10 viewers over there, so that's good going. Hashtag on my pathway to affiliate. The fun we have. Okay, let's check the cultures. Who are we moving through as next? And when? First question, who? Who is the naval culture in this era, and is it the British? I don't think so. Oh my god, he did! Jammers! Hey, Jammers! Thanks so much for the £5 super chat. Jammers says Stellaris comes out with an aquatic DLC and you choose to do a naval-only game. Coincidence? I think not! Yeah, you're right. Absolutely not a coincidence. I unfortunately was not one of the very large group of people who were given early access to that. So again, I wonder, I love Stellaris. I love that pack. But do I add value arriving 3 days late when a lot of people have had early access, for my understanding is at least somewhere between 2 and 7 days? You know, by the time I learn the pack and I learn the features, I probably, again, unfortunately, because of timing, just don't add value. But I would love to play Stellaris on the channel, but maybe just not, you know, not like right now, while there are, again, people who are much more knowledgeable with the pack because they've had early access or because they were sponsored or whatever it may be. I just don't think I add value. But that wasn't even your question. Your question or statement was coincidence, I think not. And you're absolutely right. It was no coincidence. I saw those dolphins and I saw those wonderful ships flying through on that trailer that they released. And I was like, yep, I want the sea too. Okay, so back to the topic at hand. We could play as the Germans. Yeah, it is the Germans, isn't it? The U-boat, right? Does anyone else even have a boat? Oops. Oh, now we're going crazy. No, they don't. It has to be the Germans. They're the only one with a unique boat in this era. Which is kind of a shame. And I don't think any of these districts are harbours either, are they? No. Mm-mm. 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 Mm. Technically, the floating market is a harbour. This is the district I was thinking about when I was talking before about the Dutch versus the Venetians. It's actually the Siamese. So we do have a decision to make. We have to decide... Feels bad, man. It is what it is. we have to decide whether we want to play as the Siamese for their district, which, by the way, gives us +1 money per population, and I don't know if you've noticed or not, but we have a huge amount of population. It also provides more industry, which will allow us to train our boats, and you have to remember, we're not actually beelining towards submarines. Our goal is to build boats that can shoot things on land, not in the water. Right? I want to be able to take cities. So I still don't even have gunpowder. So we're quite far behind in the tech tree. That makes me think that maybe we choose the Siamese for their district rather than the Germans for their unit, which, let's be real, I'm probably never going to use this. And by the time I get to submarines, I probably have nuclear submarines. Could raid trade routes. That is a good point. We could change our strat up a bit. Ditch the I'm going to build gunboats and take cities and move towards more of a raider kind of theme. So, oh my god, he did Cornelius Siegfried Hager with a $9.99 euro, sorry, a €9.99. Apologies for blasphemizing you with that currency. Says, the Germans! Okay, so we've got a very strong vote for the Germans. And to be honest, actually, they're also a great pick, right? Yes, the Siamese have a district that we can build, and yes, they're more on theme. But actually, also, we know that the +3 combat strength on naval units and -20% unit industry costs that the Germans provide is arguably actually much better. I've almost convinced myself the opposite. Yeah, I've actually convinced myself the other way. Now I think we should play the Germans. And not just because of the super chat either. Because of that extra combat strength. Right? There's a poll anyway. Place your votes. The extra combat strength will buff my cannon boats until I can tech up enough to get the U-boat. Right? Provide that with a -20% unit industry cost, and we're going to be able to build these boats very quickly once they come online. And of course, the coking works. Coking. Also provide a lot of industry so we can build stuff a lot faster. That's my thinking. Place your votes. We'll make it a relatively quick poll because I think we're ready to move. Reason being, we're still in first. By a long margin. So even though a good play would definitely be to stay around and pick up these stars, I'm not going to prioritize that too much. Although I will get that one expansionist star because that is a very easy fame pick up. Oh my god, he did. Ben! You stalwart and champion of the people. A $20 super chat. Bribe, bribe, bribe for the Germans. Wow. And looks like the people agree too. Not only do the bribers agree, and your bribe's very well taken. Thank you. I will eat dinner tonight with that. But also, the people have spoken. 3/4, by the looks, would like to see the Germans. And very few, the CMEs. 26% for the CMEs. So the Germans it shall be. My question now is, build more of these first. That's not a question. Just get as many of these Dutch districts as we can built, right? Ah, yes, cool, we got that +30. Oh, I'm stoked about that. That's fantastic. We'll get that queued up. Once it's queued up, it will be built even if we move through. Anyone else want to queue one of these up? Oh, go on. Oh yeah, we were actually moving down to that one, weren't we? Can I still do that? I wonder. Do I want to try shooting 10 people out of the city? Yes. Am I willing to shoot another 10 out? Yes. All because I want to see if we can get a triple adjacency. Yes, we can. Okay, great. Here's a district that is providing 65 gold. Was it worth expelling 20 population? No. Probably not. Do I regret it? No. CMEs? Oh, how did I miss that pun? You gave me a follow on Twitch. Oh, thanks, Beatrice. I really appreciate that. Streaming across 2 platforms. Look at us go. Oh, you voted for the Siamese? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Siamese voters. Oh, what is you, Ellen? What the heck? Incredible. Alright. I can do a reballot, but I don't think it'll change much. Fairly overwhelming, 3/4 of people. What I will do is hoover up all of these new world resources. Fantastic. Stability, said who. There's another little tiny island. I love claiming these little islands, especially with the Hamlet trick. It's so stupid, but it's awesome. Kurma doesn't actually have that many population. It doesn't have a lot of food. The people of Kurma are starving. And also their infrastructure sucks. I mean, I guess you can have a foodie district. And anyone else want to maybe, I don't know, grab a adjacent territory? Do some attaching? Or did I get that star? Actually, I think I got that star. Yeah, I did. Cool, so we can move through now. And I think we will. Let's do da Germans. But first, the merchant ability. There must be a resource here somewhere that I haven't connected. There it is. Boom. Alright, let's go. Go, 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 Germans. Now we have to remember that the Deutsch are a militarist culture. Waging war requires courage, purpose, and an iron determination. So we do have to fight people to get our stars. So you bet your backside that's what we're going to do. See if you can find a boat. Strategic abundancy to the south. Did we strike gold? Woof. The coastal territories are so good. Oh, yes, there's a research quarter. The research quarter in there is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 strategics adjacent to it. Oh my god. Let's get a unit over there as quickly as we can. I'll just leave this island because who cares. And sail my way over here. A card, again, food looks to be the stalling point for us. Although this territory doesn't really even have a lot of food to offer. But we do have enough luxuries, by the looks, to boost up our overall food yields. So let's give them 3 food quarters. 3 more jobs for foodie people to do foodie things, like make bread and farm rice and whatever the Germans do. What is German... What is the German... Like, what is the iconic German food? Is it a pretzel?
The world gets larger.
Is that the food? Like when you think Germany, what food do you think? Right? Like Swiss, chocolate. Brazil, coffee. Western countries, nothing. Because we have nothing unique. Japan, sushi. Germany? I don't know. Oh, Jaybird, thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure to have you here throughout what must be most of the stream. Thank you so much. Bockwurst. Ah, the sausages, of course. Of course, I'm a moron. It's the saucies. Yep. Always the saucies. Not pretzels. Beer. Beer as well, of course. Oktoberfest. Yep. Schnitzel. Swiss cheese. I'm not a cheese fan. I'm not a cheese fan. That's why my mind went to chocolate, I think. Bit cheesy for me. Let's build some cooking books. Good save. Yeah, sure. These will help us never have to worry about industry ever again. And in that light, I think it makes a lot of sense to just expedite them to the front of the queue here, so that we can move through the rest of the stuff. And poor Kurma, which has had a real hard time the whole game. And it may actually be because of my lack of infrastructural investment in it.
Buildings?
I hate to say.
Builder stars say it's worth
Charcoal kiln, right? Feels good. They don't even have a school. How are they building coking works? Yeah. Okay, hopefully that helps Kerma along its merry way. It's also been dying for this territory for goodness knows how long. Influence, to be fair, a bit of a bottleneck. Fish sandwich. Literally octopus. Fish and chips. What do the Brits do? Fish and chips. What does New Zealand do? Fish and chips. But first, a word from our sponsor! Fish and chips. Oh dear. Oh yes, the adjacent ones. Boom! I'll spend money on that. That's a wonderful upgrade, I think. Also, should probably be getting harbours. Hey. They're pretty good for us. I'll allow it. Nice. Plunder! Yes, great success. We took the risk. Remember when I said I was feeling lucky? We got lucky, for once. You're right, Alec. The infrastructure scaling maybe needs a little bit of work. Although, to be fair, also, to play devil's advocate a little bit, the infrastructure is, I think, a lot better than what the average player might think it is. It makes a massive difference. Most of the time, you're better off building infrastructure than districts, unless you need the jobs, I think. What are you? What are you? Oh, you're a horse in a boat. Right. Well, this is quite annoying that there happens to be 5 units here. Which outpost do they want? Should we just give it to them? I can't see it hurting me too much. Yeah, you take it, Chief. It's all you. It's all you. That way they get out of my way so I can take this. And then, of course, we'll just fight them for it later. I'm an evil, evil, evil person. Oh, wow. More strategics. Woof. I'm going to place it here. The infrastructure sucks, but it's worthwhile because then we can build the world's greatest research quarter right there. It'll take a while to get online because we don't have all of these strategics unlocked, but once we do, it'll be really good. Sure, I'll take that. Fish sandwiches. Oh, literally fish sandwiches. Wow. Not sure how I feel about the fish sandwiches. Nah, I can't go wrong with Sammy. Do I want to claim this island to be a dick? Yeah, actually, I do. Bratwurst. Bratwurst. Yeah. Pronunciation a little rusty. Historically, bad taste would be an understatement. Yeah. Yeah, very bad taste on my part there, really. Oh god, I'm awful. Oh, and these boats are auto-exploring and they seem to be taking the exact same path, but just moving one tile behind each other. It's kind of fun. Might just stop you from doing that. Learning on cities for 5 turns and $150 to naturalize. Or we could send this witch to jail. A follower of Buddhism. Naturalize. Let's get all the science. Whoa. Hello. Looks like I'm not settling this island. There happens to be 5 Mongol hordes! But I did manage to quickly place the outpost before they fought me, so that's the ultimate middle finger salute to them. They're not even going to ransack it. How do you like me now? Our scout riders can now become knights. Which is kind of fun. Sure, we can replace that civic, we don't really mind. Get a hamlet down. Now that we've got the hamlets, we can get lots of jobs going, which is brilliant, because more jobs equals more people, equals more growth, equals more units, equals more success, equals more Jumbo with a happy face. These are pretty... These leave something to be desired. But it's worth it for the jobs. It's worth it for the jobs. Bibbly, bibbly, bibbly. Wow. We must have a lot of, oh yeah, I guess the wooded tiles, the infrastructure, it makes sense. Chuck you up there. Oh my god, look at these. Wow. We will never worry about industry ever again, but we're going to... Woof. Woof. The ultimate cluster of harbours. You can't even sail any ships through here anymore. It's just so clogged with harbours. Ay, ay, ay. Speaking of, here's another one. These are the hamlets that I want. These tile yields around here are so much better. Kind of a shame that you don't get hamlets before you get the Dutch district. Although I guess if you played a heavy science game at the start, actually you'd be able to... that would be a really interesting strategy.
Say what you wish. I will listen.
Those two boats, Siamese twins. They so are. They so are. Only trade luxuries. No.
I am angry.
The Umayyads hate me for life. Brilliant. Furnace steel. That's a good infrastructure upgrade, actually. A really massive one from memory. What a wonderful little island this is. I might retire here. In fact, it's your last day on the job. See you, Chief. Scout Rider performed very well for us, but I think it's probably lived past its usefulness. As I start to think a lot more about getting gunpowder and getting gunboats, and a lot less about claiming the odd territory here and there. This is a bad city for science, so we might send it the gold route instead. Or, let's just infrastructure it and grow it, and then come back to it. Seems good. Get a spawn down there as well, because that'll be quite useful. And as soon as we get military architecture, we're definitely looking at how costly it's going to be to merge our cities. Thankfully, because I've, broadly speaking, prioritized mostly the same infrastructures everywhere, i.e. all of the infrastructure, it shouldn't be too expensive. However, they are quite large cities. And we clearly do not have societal control here because we are just losing all of our civics, which kind of sucks. But we're really winning the game, which is awesome. Good idea. I wonder if their yields are maxed out yet. I'll do a Control-Shift print screen. And just save that glorious bad boy. I might even update the thumbnail with it after the video. Probably won't. Alright. More infrastructure. Furnace, very good. +1 industry on Maker's Quarter per adjacent Maker's Quarter and +1 industry on them overall. However, in this city, we actually don't have a lot of them. Not a particularly industrial city, so let's work on that, I think. Over here in this wooded forest. Try and get some adjacent to each other as much as we can as well. So maybe just build those 3, and then grab the furnace steel, because it's a bit more useful at that point. And we just unlocked our elephant from, I want to say, when we were the Carthaginians? I don't know, Chief. I don't know. Oh, I wonder. Forgot they existed because I've been spending all of my influence immediately. Anybody want to help us with our overall goals of boats and strength? +1 industry per pop. +5 science. Sphere of influence is bad. St. Basil's would boost our faith, which would boost our food. I think it could be the pick, actually. Topkapi is also very good for plus 5% industry and double speed for producing future wonders. I'm going to get that instead. Especially because we picked the Germans. So we do actually have now, thankfully, a fairly strong industrial base that we're working with. Even look at that, like 38 industry on that random coking works. Gotta love it. Let's give each one a partner in crime as well. Not that one. That one's garbage. Sorry, that one. Connect these cities with another harbour. Sure. And then clean up some of this Isle 2 infrastructure that we've slept on a little bit up here in Nock. Nock, also a city that's struggling a little bit. Hey yo, here's gunpowder. Absolutely fantastic. Obviously that jumps straight to the front of the queue, because that gives us our most important boat upgrade of all. The big boys. You can get a school now. The people of Biblibos will be smart. Or at least, not stupid. I would like to finish Topkapi Palace, but alas, not quite yet. Maybe over here. Nah, actually that city's doing fine too. We'll just bounce through. And Forces choice literalism for civics, scientific facts, or compatibilism. Which one do we like? We like compatibilism. Or do we like literalism? Hey, thanks for the follow on Twitch, Full Metal. I appreciate it. Just caught a Steelix in the wild. Heck yeah. Alan, Steelix is one of my probably top 5 favourite Pokemon of all time. I need to know where that Steelix is. I need that Steelix in my life. The decision here is a really interesting one, and I actually kind of think I want the extra... Nah, let's embrace.
You're at the end of an
That'll push us through to a whole load of bonus science on all of our cities, which is hopefully starting to scale now. It doesn't feel like it is. 614. Naval artillery in 2 turns. It's getting there. It's getting there, I think. Does anyone need stability? Let's see. We are currently strained. Bibliboss. Let's do Bibliboss rather than Amsterdam, because Amsterdam can just build stuff really quickly, whereas Bibliboss struggles. In fact, actually, let's just spam Bibliboss with a whole load of stuff. And maybe place down the palace right there, and get the whole gang on it. It'll give us plus 5% industry, which, granted, you know, 5% isn't the most significant boost in the world, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And of course, future, we don't have any more holy sites, but future wonders, nuclear projects, space race, satellites, all those shared projects will be completed twice as fast. Very good. What is this? Oh. Where did you come from? Okay. Just run you out of there in that case. Yeet. There's naval artillery. Finally, we have the cannons. And we should be able to upgrade immediately. Yes. The cogs. 1,900 gold have now become cracks. The crucial part here is that, as you'll notice, under unit, class, and specialty, they are a gun platform. Right? Finally, we have guns on our boats. And we got 7 of them right here. Wondering if Amsterdam would care to share a couple more. Let's get the let's get the armory improvement for the additional research and tawny fields. Why not? Wow, we can build 3 a turn. I'm gonna get 4 guns as well, and we are going to launch the biggest strike on Thebes you've ever seen in your entire life. Anybody whose name is Thebes, I'm sorry, but you are going down, Thebes. Isn't Steelix magnificent? So cool. I know I keep... Bibbly Boss is an old habit of mine, Griffin. A very old habit. I'm going to rename mine to Bibbly Boss as well. Not quite sure how you would spell Bibbly Boss, but I feel like that's about right. It's an odd one. What's our war support like against Orange, actually? Because we don't want to be too unjust. We're pretty good. Any crisis points? Sign a treaty. We'll refuse that demand. That will give them more war support, allowing the war to continue for longer. Hopefully, I'm the superior power, and that doesn't matter. Let's see. We are much more powerful than them. I like the sound of that tooltip. Thebes is looking juicy, and we know that Memphis is up there. In an ideal world, the coastline cuts in through very close to it, but it looks like, given that these are coastal tiles, because they're producing 3 food, it may not. But Thebes, this is it, right? The Carracks come in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Boom, 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 boom. That's the plan anyway. Will it work? We're about to find out. Also, the newly trained ones are double promoted, which gives them, I believe, an additional 2 combat strength. 1 promotion gives 1 strength, is how it works. Let's sail on over, see if we can bully them. See what they've got, right? Try and get some vision around Thebes. Looks like there's a unit there. Okay. 5 units up there. Still swords and javelineers. As the navy circles the people of Thebes, absolutely quake in their boots. They're like, oh, not this guy again. Every dang time. Du hast! Du hast! Brilliant. The NRA. Yikes. Okay, I think we're in a pretty good spot here. We could even launch now and take Thebes fairly quickly. We're still fairly on in our industrial era. And I would like to have some gunners nearby too, if I could. Just in case we need land units. Like, something weird could happen where our gunners get stuck or get shot or, like, something daft. So I might just wait for these gunners just to have them in reserves. And actually, we don't need to wait too long, because we can buy them with cash as well. Might just get, like, a whole load of garrisons along this side here. Mainly just for the stability. Reasonable commons quarter in there too, actually. Might yeet that ahead. Oh, actually, no, that doesn't matter. If we're below 90, we may as well be at 31. Because there's no difference. So what, like, if you can't get it up above 90, just leave it in between the 30 and 90 point, I think. In general. Huzzah! Hey, Noah! Good to see you in the chat. To boat or not to boat? That is the question. Let's just do a little bit more scouting while we're waiting for those guns to come out then. Our naval movement is so ludicrously large. Like, we've got 12 movement points on these Carracks. We can plot out this whole continent and be back in time for tea. We might, refuse that demand as well. Further sending their war support even higher, right? Our goal here is to try and agitate them as much as possible. Ooh, I love this wonder. +2 industry. Huh, that's cool. Alright. Sail back this way. Has that always been like that? I guess it has. That +2 industry effect and +1 industry on forest? I can't recall. Oh wow, these guns can actually just move immediately. Oh yes! Finish up those last two, and we should be good to roll. 12. Yeah, 12. These guys can circumnavigate the globe in like 4 turns, or maybe 3 turns. They are incredible. We've just stacked so many different naval bonuses again, and created these super cracks. It's amazing. Military architecture research. Okay, cool. So now we can check out absorb city cost. I don't have war summons. I've ignored melee units entirely and just beelined, absolutely beelined this. That is an improvement that can be finished quickly and cheaply. And we'll get that infrastructure in place before those hamlets too, because we don't actually need them. What we do need is more people working food. Thank you very much. Well, you're gonna starve. Okay, let's see. What does our cost look like? 6,800, 3,200. Okay, so our cheapest one looks like 3-2 to join Phaistos with a card. Kerma to the capital will be real expensive. Oh, Kerma to Amsterdam isn't bad. Which is strange because I thought they would be very different in terms of their infrastructures. Oh, I guess not, actually. I've got them all built in Kerma. Right, so we could save up just a few turns and merge Amsterdam with Kerma. That would be quite the city, actually. I'm worried that it's going to starve itself into oblivion if I do that, though. Which probably isn't the end of the world, because maybe we just spam out a whole lot of boats and call it a day. Hey, we just figured out how to ride horses. Who needs horses when you've got boats? Am I right? Or am I right? To war! By Jingo, to war! I agree with you, Jammers. It's about time. Let us... I'd like to see the war support at 100 just so the war could carry on longer, but we may not be able to do that, so let us declare an unjust, treacherous surprise war against the Umayyads, who are actually an era behind us, so this kind of feels a bit mean. A bit kind of like we're picking on them. But that's alright. Let's sail back down this way. Bring our 10 ships. And I'm really sorry. I didn't plan this on purpose, but I have to go at 12:30. And it's 12:30. Oh, let's quickly do this fight, though. That would be unjust of me to leave you hanging on such a cliffhanger. Let's try out these boats. This is the first of many, of course. Hopefully once we get the actual proper boats. You know those massive ones that have the big torpedoes on them? Those are the ones that I want. Where are they? Oh, I mean, obviously I want the Man of War and the Steam Frigate. The Ironclad, the Steam Frigate, the Man of War. Those are fantastic. There's my German U-boat. We still have to get to that. Where's my torpedo boat? Oh, maybe... Oh, is it a unique? Perhaps it is. Or perhaps it's not called a torpedo boat. Dang it, I can't remember what it's called. Oh, shoot. Man of War's actually back there. Oh, we need patronage as well. We've got a lot of catching up to do. And the best way, I think, for us to start catching up, and for me to talk very quickly, is to... so that I can finish where I need to finish, is to assault the city with these boats. Let's do it. Let's see if this strategy is actually viable, or if this is just going to be an entire mess and never work. Alright. I guess we'll redeploy over here. Oh yeah, that's great. That is really great. Now, they only have a range of 1, so we do need them to be standing at the coast, right? So if they're clever, they'll step back and hide. However, I don't think they will. And remember, we also have those gunners standing by, who can come in at any point and sweep up. The cleanup crew are ready and waiting to roll. Thanks to our 12 movement, we can thankfully just hoon around and stab basically anybody who we come into contact with. Amazing! Yes! This is exactly what I wanted out of this. This is ideal. Let's get you there. And you can launch your absolutely brilliant gun. Let me turn the cinematic cam. Wow. You ready? Fire! Oh, I love it. What's going on over here? Okay, so some more peasants are coming to just have a look at these boats. They're like, what is this magical technology? How are they doing this? Things are just launching out of these boats and... Oh, God, actually, feels bad, man. Get you there. Boom. 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 Shoot. Misclick. Ooh, we can shoot 2 tiles. Oh, cool. I thought we only had a range of 1, but it looks like if we have the line of sight, we're actually all good. There is but 1 unit left in the city. Our fleet has absolutely, pew, 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 simply Matt is right, absolutely dominated on every play. You want Steelix with rock hit ability so that it can use double edge without taking recoil. Oh yeah, absolutely, because one of the downsides to Steelix is you do need to sort of embrace its attack a bit, don't you, Alan? Sheer Will. I have never had one with the special ability Sheer Will. What does that do? Iron Tail. Is it? Does it buff steel moves, I'm assuming? Anyway, there we go. The absolutely greatest conquest of all time. Thebes fell instantly in a turn. And now we turn our attention to Memphis, which actually might be achievable with our boats. But just in case it isn't, let's send a small but strong battalion of gunners who have, oh my god, 14 movement points. What? How do you have more than my boats? Love it. Look at them go. These 4 beautiful gunners sailing across the world. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. It removes extra effects from abilities in exchange for 30% more damage. Woof. Have to breed for that one. Alrighty. Hey, thanks. This has been the most viewed stream we've done in a very long time. And we will be continuing it tomorrow. Same time tomorrow at what I'm told is actually 8 PM UTC, not 9 PM, so apologies. I gave out the wrong hour. We'll be live again tomorrow at 8 PM. We'll finish off this playthrough. We're about halfway through this game, so there's still a lot more to do, a lot more to discover, and certainly a lot more boats. The game absolutely tends to naturally have a lot of the good boats at the end, right? Because that's when we get the big guns. Thank you, of course, to Ben. Ben, your super chats. You're literally, like, single-handedly helping me do this almost. But also Cornelius, who voted for the Germans, Jammers, as well, with a £5 super chat. Ben again, Ben 10. Devilish with $2. Huck, thank you for your help, friend, and your $10. And thank you also to some old guy in Hawaii for some old 10 Hawaiian dollars. That will conclude the stream. As I say, I'll be doing a Humankind giveaway on probably Twitter, but maybe Twitch, but probably Twitter, so please do jump over there and follow me. I'm quite enjoying the tweets at the minute. And otherwise, I will catch you same time tomorrow here on YouTube and Twitch. My god, he's good. For the continuation of this run. And then we may consider a Civilization 6 live stream down the line. And also, thanks so much to everybody who's been chatting away in chat. Liam, Simply Matt, Ben, Jammers, Noah, Alec, Griffin, Simply Octopus, Liam, David. There are so many names. Shorty, Odlotoa, Jaybird, Pete as well. Pete, Tinker, The Witch. Oh, so many. Thank you all for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Have a look at this for an end screen. Where's my... Oh, there it is. I can't sing that anymore, otherwise I'll get copyright. Struck. Struck down by the Knight Rider copyright. Anyway, yeah, look, there we go. The beautiful end screen. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. It was a really great stream. I really enjoyed it, Liam. I really did. It was wicked. It was wicked. Bye, everybody. You are absolutely fantastic. You are awesome. And I'll catch you hopefully tomorrow. Same time, same place, and same stupid host. I'll see you then. Enjoy.